No, I thought it was
I spam
on
everything.
the
And
I
we are
actually thought it
live.
was on
Hello, hello.
secondary server that I use with Final Fantasy, but it's something different.
Oh, okay.
So,
We're
but it
talking
is Tricorn,
fantasy.
yes.
There we
I
go.
don't have I've scrunched down uh Discord a bit here.
Okay.
Do we have Sirenscapes going? Yeah, there it is.
It's not going, but
No, but
There's a
not
link.
yet. There's a link.
yes, I
It
see the
exists.
link now.
I
Okay,
just don't
I'm
have it going
there.
yet.
Zorro, you missed the Deck of Many Things discussion.
Oh,
Um,
oh, you mean these? What about
yeah,
them?
no. I've come up with a way to start campaigns now.
Oh,
Calling
okay.
it the Road of Fate. And pretty
Oh
much start
no.
of the campaign, everybody draws one card from the Deck of Many Things, and you spin a story off of that. Like you spin the beginning of the campaign off of that.
That's
It's
amazing,
kind of
though. I
cool.
love
I
it.
kind of like that. So you start off with like you pretty much come up with your own backstory, but then how you get there, it's like,
Yeah, how the
oh,
group ended up as a group, or how we are opening it up, all depends on the Deck of Many Things that you pull.
I
that's
love
kind
it.
of cool.
Fun with the
Absolutely
tricorn is
adore
pretty much
that.
what we did there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we had quite a few of those to do for Tricorn.
Which is fun. I need to give you my backstory too after we finalize my character concept, which is I'm getting more and more inspired.
You got time. I should have the map
But
to Fox either tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday. I don't know.
One
One of
more
those
week,
days.
guys.
look, I've been wearing my
Probably
backs.
not Saturday because we're gonna be playing D&D all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
For
we've got
7 hours.
7 hours of D&D on Saturday,
Anyone
so
else slightly bothered that it's only 7 hours because 8 is exactly double?
We can go 8. This is fine.
But I'm just
I
saying.
don't know if everyone
It
can go
slightly
8.
bothers me.
Well,
Well, look at it
Weird,
that
Weirds,
way.
The number side
I'm
of me.
putting a bet on whether Weirds can do it or not.
well,
Just
here's the
saying.
thing, and then this is obviously group discussion. You guys don't know this, but tomorrow is it's Extra Life Day. And so we are doing
Saturday is
a
Extra Life.
or
Saturday.
Saturday, sorry.
Saturday.
Today is Thursday. Saturday is
I've
Extra
been
Life
doing it all
Day.
day.
So we're doing a 7 stream. So we are starting at 10 o'clock Pacific time. 10 o'clock. 2 hours
AM.
earlier. 2 for Weewa. And we're going an hour after. So our 4 stream just got 3 more added to it.
I left it all open to you. I would have been willing to run 10 or 12.
I mean, that's why we got to get the snacks. Tam, when you come, we'll get the snacks, get y'all set up. That way, when we get up in the morning, we go for Starbucks, maybe some breakfast, and we are good to go. For
You
all
underestimate
day.
how early my child's gonna wake us up.
Well, that too. So
Although
yeah,
there's
so
some days he
that's.
sleeps until 8, so maybe we'll be lucky.
I have another room now, so. I'll sleep in
Well,
the other
good.
room
You
now,
won't be
which is good.
bothered.
Is sorry, mom life.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's, I mean, I'll follow up with that announcement at the end of the stream as well. But yes, that's our fun little announcement for now at least is
Also,
Saturday we're doing 7-hour stream.
bingo cards are revealed Saturday.
Yes. We will have
Awesome.
those finally. Sorry that took a while, but we got there. So everyone have a bingo card to win some stuff.
So
To
funny
be
enough, I
determined.
might still be able to catch up with you guys a little bit towards the end of the day, depending on when you guys start versus when you end. I'm
Well,
hoping it doesn't perfectly overlap with my workday, and if that's the case,
your
I will
time
show up in.
Your time, we end 7 o'clock normally
Crap, that's when I get
when
off
you
work.
get off, but we are ending at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Unless
I
we go
might be
longer.
able to catch you guys at the end of it. Then hope here's hoping anyway. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So
I say that as if
yeah.
my child will let us go an extra hour again.
Oh, that too.
And any donation, any Extra Life donation incentives that are cashed in on Saturday are doubled.
Which means 2 bags, 2 whatever potions, advantage, 2 decks of many things, which we're gonna do here in just a second.
2 raccoon items.
2
2
raccoon
raccoon
items.
items.
You know, it's
We might
surprising
glaze
that
over that one.
we haven't gotten a raccoon item for a while.
Not since
Look,
Destiny Forge Season 3, like Episode 7.
When somebody's gonna make a big donation, that deck pull is just too enticing, so they skip
yeah.
right over the raccoon
Yeah.
and go for the
Mhm.
deck.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, I don't blame them, but I really miss Raccoon. It's been a really long time since we've done Raccoon.
Not
know,
gonna
I'm
lie, I used to
thinking-
try to once a year go through all the shows that I'm not in and hit the raccoon on them, but I'm
There
now
you
in
go.
almost every show. And I won't do that on a
So-
show I'm in because that's too much.
Yeah. Yeah. But so in case y'all forgot, we got 3 big $100 donations for Extra Life, which means, yes, for those of you who don't know, I created my own deck of many things for Mass Effect, known as the Artifact of Many Apprehensions, because that sounds very,
I like it.
my brain just completely blanked on what the Protheans. There you go. I got there. Prothean. So yes. So what I need is a lucky volunteer. Not to pick, just a lucky volunteer right now.
Oh, I said in chat, I'll pull all 3.
You know
Well-
what?
I
Actually,
put Rojan up for
actually-
tribute.
Rockus is already gonna pull 1, so you know what? Rojan, can you put 2d6, please?
Oh no.
Sure. And you know what? I'll roll the fox die.
Oh
Okay.
no.
I was gonna pick
Don't
Fox.
do that. Those things hate me.
Yo.
That's a 6 and a 4.
Reroll the 6 real quick.
That's a 3.
Okay. Jamar. Riley.
Why?
Oh,
You
Ooh.
are alongside
I'm a-
Brockus
I laughed
to
too soon.
pick.
Karma.
So, I don't know where my bad cards are right now, but if we come across them, those of course will be gone because those don't count towards Extra Life donations.
That's never what you want to hear from a deck of many things pull. I don't know where the bad cards are.
I don't know where because I shuffle every time as I'm shuffling right now. So, weird shuffle. And since Brockus volunteered as tribute first, as much as I would love for him to do all 3 pools, it wouldn't be very fair. I have to share
It would
that.
be funny.
It would be funny.
To be fair, he's the DM in almost every game, and he makes us pull all the time. It'd be revenge.
That's true.
You say that now
So-
until I get 3 wish cards.
No, you get the wish
God,
card.
no.
You get the one that gives you the fort, and you get the one that gives you like the one redo.
Yeah, I get the Vizier, the Throne, and the Moon.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's like
Okay.
not only do I wish for the Krogan ship, I now wish for a Krogan space station.
There you
Oh,
go.
Jesus Christ. So if I remember correctly, I can't remember if there's 2 or 3 bad cards.
There's 3.
Well, then I
There
put here.
is oh, because I was saying the deck of many things.
different.
There's the Void, the Donjon, and the. I normally think Flames is one of the worst ones you can get because you lose everything.
Yeah.
I'm contemplating. Hold on, let's see here.
God, I'm almost already through gamer subs.
I'm trying to remember. Okay, that's the really bad one. I think there's 3. This one though. That one's not nice either. So 19. You have 19 cards.
That
There's
sounds
3
about right.
bad ones.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
sounds
I mean,
about
that
right.
matches up.
Yeah.
No one wants the void, the cataclysm, or the black hole. So, what those are, you don't know. No one's picked them yet. So, Rojan,
Ah.
19 cards to choose from. What would you like to choose?
Shuffle the cards, and we're just gonna go
I
a
did
full on
shuffle them.
Yu-Gi-Oh and just top deck to victory.
Oh my.
Do it. What do you get? What do you get?
Indoctrinated.
Oh no.
Okay.
A horrible noise echoes in your ears, causing your mind to submit. You become a sleeper agent to an unknown synthetic being that commands you. At the DM's discretion, you will be given a command at random time, and you have no choice but to obey. Your mind becomes yours again after you have fulfilled the command or become incapacitated anytime after the command was triggered.
I love it.
Damn.
Oh lord.
Hail, robot
fun.
Satan.
So make a note of that. I'm gonna have to make a note of that.
I mean, that sounds fun though.
I like how that's not a bad one.
It's, I mean, you're not sure.
And that one's at DM discretion. It can be good or bad.
No, I love it. I
unknown.
love it.
It's Schrodinger's
I
card
love
right
those
now.
little chaos. I love those little chaos cards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
is
mean, the
Schrodinger's
command
card at the moment.
could be for you to, murder someone or, pick up some milk next time
No.
you're at the grocery store.
The worst command you can give Brock is to burn food.
Distract him while he's cooking.
Don't do it.
Just protect Ep with your life.
Well,
Ideas.
that
Don't
one.
give me ideas. Oh my god. Oh, I'm cooking.
The technicalities you can get on that one though is protect, but we're protecting physically, so you can do all the mental damage you want.
Everyone just
I
like
put
beats the shit out of Brock is going, why?
I put it in the feats and traits on my character sheet and just moved it up to the top, so
Perfect.
both you and I have access to it.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of it too in my notebook, just because.
And
Yeah.
because of Raven, she's now noting down Ep next to it. Got it.
Yep.
Hey, putting Ep in a security vault is technically a form of protection.
Yeah, it is.
Help Vera fall in love with Arleo.
I'm sorry, I'm quitting Mass
Athelia-
Effect.
Oh, yeah.
Athelia's here for that. You need to give that one to Athelia.
All right, who wants to go next?
We'll get you to love him.
Sure.
Seela or Raven? Who wants to rip the band-aid off?
Raven. Raven's
Okay.
doing it. Fury roll.
Card 13 from the top.
From the top, okay.
Your fault,
I
Nigel.
I had a plan if I had to draw all three to go from the top, the middle, and the bottom.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm ordering more of this.
Okay.
The anime girl or good?
No, it's good.
Anime girl.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were talking to me.
No, my
Then you said anime
the-
girl, and I was like, wait, what?
yeah, the gamer subs I'm drinking right now is called Anime Girl Thigh.
Oh, got it.
It's one that I have.
Gosh.
It's delicious.
All right, I will have to think on this because I think this is something you'll find back on the ship. Raven,
Mao.
sucker. No, not like you're a sucker, like SUCCOR. The other sucker, or succor, depending on the syllable.
Look,
A
after
rare-
the anime girl moment, I just went straight to
Yeah, right. Sucker. Not that kind of sucker.
Yeah, right.
A rare
This is
Prothean
an
weapon.
18 plus stream.
I was not
That's-
going
that's
that
true.
far, but if you want to go that far, Roshan,
Thirsty Saturday girls, yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah,
Saturday?
MC
There we go.
Saturday, we have problems.
I thought
Yeah,
this
right.
group was thirsty. Mm-mm.
Oh.
So, Jamar, a rare Prothean weapon which you are proficient with appears in your hands. The DM chooses the weapon. You technically will find it in your quarters on the ship at the moment.
Is it a Prothean version of Wheatley?
Only better.
A Prothean drone? That could be fun.
That would really could be.
Better. Oh, but to replace Wheatley. Wheatley's become a member of this crew as much as anyone
Nah,
else.
you just pull Wheatley's brains out and stick him in the Prothean drone.
and let's be real,
He
Wheatley's
gets
bodies
assimilated.
become omens,
At the moment,
casual, casual dress anyway at this point.
Okay. And then
worse.
Riley.
And then there was one.
And then there was
Okay.
one.
Down to what?
I'm
17
going to
cards?
follow in Raven's footsteps, except you went, what, 13 from the top?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm going to go 13 from the bottom.
Okay.
I do believe she shuffles them all back in, so it's a full
I
19
do
each
shuffle
time.
them all back in, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay. This may or may not come in handy in the somewhat near future. We'll find out. You got the Tempest. Your Omni tool pings and you receive an email from an anonymous sender with an attachment. You open it, 1 million credits transfer instantly into your personal bank account.
You've been reverse hacked.
Nice.
It was
It's
Arneo.
from the
But was it-
Princess
did I-
of Thessia. Would like
Did
to
a Nigerian prince send the money?
would like to
That's
give
what I'm
you
worried
money.
about, right?
Right.
There was this terrible mistake.
Look, we're trying to avoid some taxes, so I have to pay you this money.
The matriarch of Thessia would like to pay you money.
I love it. So a
All
million
right.
gil,
A million
Credits, not
credits.
million credits. Wrong game.
That's Final
Um,
Fantasy, but I
I'm
appreciate
sorry.
it.
It
Also valuable.
my.
Stop-
It's been a long week.
Stop mentioning Final Fantasy. I keep wanting to do a Final Fantasy game
Right.
Do it.
because they've got that mod.
Right.
They've got that 5th edition mod for Final Fantasy 14.
Yep.
You say do it like you have time to do it, but do it.
Us running a
because
game
I have-
almost every single day of the week.
Because I have
Also
any
us
other
more.
time free.
Yep, totally.
You
quit
know, I
one game just
suspect
to
this
join
may
another.
be the
Damn it.
back pay that Riley has been waiting for.
Now that would.
There you go. The grant. It's a grant.
I'm
got
going with
your
it was
grant,
Arleo.
right?
It was Arleo.
It was Arleo. Yep. Arleo's like, hey, this is from another job. You don't know me, but I know you. Here you go.
You did a thing. Here you go.
You helping out my favorite people. Here you go.
All
All the more reason
right.
for me to love him.
That is totally fabulous.
That
Thank
was
you.
not as bad as it could be. So
That's
I think
fair.
the only one that was technically bad was Brockus, but that
Bad?
could go
That's
either
not
way.
what
You
subjective.
say
Go either way.
bad.
It's
not
Schrodinger's
bad.
card right now until you figure out what it is.
He's neither good nor bad until you open the box.
Well, if I don't survive the assassin that's after me from my first deck pull, you guys can have a heck of a wake for me.
I mean, here's the
Sure,
thing.
that's what we'd use the money on.
Yeah. Here's
Party?
the thing though, is that there is a way to revive people in this. There's a cloning process, but just know it's
just
going to be
costs a lot.
expensive. It's going to cost a lot. So
Good thing you have a lot
people
of money.
can come back. That's why
Well,
I'm saying
this is-
that million could come in handy.
We'll just ransom Ep.
Yep, works.
Oh god. Oh, you think he makes that much money?
No, I said ransom him.
Oh,
Not
you
never
think
gonna
anyone
make
will
money.
pay for him?
Would
No,
someone
no.
pay a
I'll pay him
million
50
for him?
No,
credits.
no. You misunderstand.
We
We'll
ransom
send
him
you
back to
Ep
himself.
unless.
Oh, we'll send up unless the reverse. Do you want this little pipsqueak? Pay us.
You want to deal with this? No.
And we'll put him
money.
This
away.
becomes your problem unless you pay us.
That reminds me really quick, before we get into this, who has the Volus plushie? Y'all remember that little thing?
No,
You
Yes,
don't?
and I
No.
don't remember who
I
has
thought
it.
Mel had
I
it.
remember.
Mel, yeah, I think it's Mel. I think it's Mel who has the Volus plushie.
She may have left it in her room, though. No one wants
Well,
to
then
touch
it's
it,
in
and
her
it's
room.
great.
Is that thing
All-
cursed? I'm not.
All you guys know is that it's a magical item, but you guys don't want to touch it. It's great. It's just sitting there.
It's a fucking
I mean,
bolus.
if you saw a magical stuffed plushie sitting on a bed, would you want it?
Not if it's a
She might.
Volus.
Not if it's a bolus, apparently.
That,
What
that
did-
screams
Ugh.
cursed item.
That was a ways back. Was that something that Mercy is aware of?
I hope not.
Yes,
Mercy
actually.
is aware of, yeah. Like
Yeah.
Mercy has Mimsy. And we
Yeah,
told
yeah,
Mercy to
Mercy's
stay
also
away
been
from
told
it.
not to touch it
Yeah, we
Oh,
told
okay.
Mercy to
Oh, okay.
because 8-year-olds listen.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was you guys like hijacked pirate loot right before you went on that asteroid belt to infiltrate
Oh, yeah.
the thing, yeah. That's where you guys found it.
So
been a
I
hot
will
minute.
say
Yeah.
this game has ruined me because going through the Mass Effect game, I just yell at every Volus and tell it to shut the fuck up, Ep. Every Volus in the game is now just Ep. There's no other
Everyone's
Volus.
Ep.
There's-
I'm
everyone is
not
just
gonna
Ep.
lie. I kind of used to do that to the Voluses even before I knew of Ep. Ep just
Oh,
kind of
God.
cemented my hatred for Volus.
Yeah.
Every
It
time I
was-
see a Volus.
That's okay. I'm just going to continue to use Arleo to race out anything Ep does to try and get us to stop.
Pep's pep in your step. Everyone will remember it. No one will forget it.
Hey, you know what? Ep has lost some of the
I
pep
hate
from
it.
his step. And
Just
I
a
love
bit.
it.
That's just what you guys are around, yeah. All right, well, now that we got that out of the way, last where we left off,
I don't know what
Ophelia.
Ep's problem is. We're friends.
Ophelia,
Yes.
you were kidnapped
Was I?
by a fellow Asari known as Sarima,
Mm-hmm.
where she took you to a secluded place where you came across her and her mother, one of her mothers anyway. You learned that your father was with them for a time, but of course this was many years ago, as you know that his race, Adrel, doesn't really live that long. So obviously this time has been long past. However, it has been held a grudge for the two for all this time. And when you're an Asari, that's all you have. In the meantime, we had Omen, who took over the body of Wheatley, Jamar's little hoverbot. That way we don't parade a guest juggernaut body throughout Citadel. Along with
Cowards.
Unfortunately, about that.
along with Vera, Riley, and Brockus, as you guys were able to, thanks with Jamar's hacking abilities, to a certain extent, find at least a good starting point where to locate Ophelia, where you guys found a rundown shop with a hidden hatch and had kind of followed it from there. You were able to contact Jamar, as well as Acelia. Technically Omen's body, which you guys were able to cover, like nothing to see here. Just robot feet look all the same. As you just covered it with a tarp. As it goes on autopilot to track Omen's mind, basically. You guys were able to follow and kind of found the shop, found the hole as it was blasted open. Thank you, Vera. So you guys know at least where to go, and you guys aren't too far behind. Brockus, you were able to find another door after you guys did encounter some resistance, those pesky little explodey bots, in one of the underground rooms, and you were able to use your shiny new weapon, Brockus, to power blast through a door. And on the other side, you were able to find more of those bots, as well as a couple of Asari with completely black eyes, as they seem to be coming around the corner to fight you guys. And that is actually where we are going to start with everyone in this room, where the door was just blasted, and you see a robot right on the other side. I'm going to need you all to start off with rolling initiatives, please. We will set the mood.
Now remind me, am I
Oh, we
rolling
already
off
have
of-
initiative right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from the last battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we gonna go ahead and do this.
Where is? Oh, there's my character.
Oh, right. Half of us are not quite there yet.
Exactly. Although, funny enough, we are actually going to do this. We're going to go ahead and add you guys, because you guys aren't too terribly far behind. Depending on how long this battle goes, you guys could actually potentially catch up. So let's go ahead. Go ahead and start that up. Perfect. As we get started. Oh, that's right. I was like, what's the arrow there for? I'm like, oh, right. You guys left a body. Or the different parts to make Did that go away? Oh, I forgot to get rid of. Wait, why is this? What is this? There we go. Okay. I'm blocking myself. Okay, perfect. And then go ahead.
Zorro, just as a refresher. The fire mode on the gun, what cone was that? Was it a 15 or was it a 60?
It was a 15.
15-foot cone, okay.
There we go. All right. Let me pull this back up. See, this is why I need a fourth monitor. There's this like thing here. HP Fox, thank you for that resub. All right. Let's see where they are at. Okay.
Girl.
Bot. Let's see here. Because I forgot what they did. Yes, okay.
I think we need Riley's initiative as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at it and I thought I was seeing the old initiatives first time I looked there, so have that.
My god, they rolled really well.
There we go.
Then roll on initiative and then suck at everything else. It'll be fine.
Man,
Just don't do a tilt.
we'll see what happens.
Puts me out. Enjoy that initiative, Zorro.
Oh, why are they both on here? I need to get rid of that.
Very big number for a
Oh,
D20.
Jeebus. Okay.
Damn! I'm willing to bet you didn't even net 20 that.
No, I didn't. That's the best part.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
I love it.
I nat 20 mine and like Jamar's over here like, yeah, I rolled a 4.
Yeah.
No, I rolled a
So
19,
proud.
He goes,
So
I rolled
proud.
low, 28.
I'm so proud.
it's the fact I get to add my int modifier to initiative.
I think okay, yeah, so technically last time you guys said you were kind of sort of close to each other, so we'll bring Omen a little closer there. Okay, perfect. So, Jamar, start us off.
Sorry, how far out are we still?
You guys just got to the blown off patch. You have not quite descended just yet.
I will burn 60 feet of movement to get as far as I can then.
Okay. It is about 20 feet to drop down the ladder.
Okay.
And then yeah, you're still technically in the long hallway that the first group was able to enter, but you were able to pick up some speed with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Technically there. Somewhere.
Yeah, I don't have that part, so we're just gonna wedge you in there for just the moment.
Where's my off-map ability?
I know, right? Where's the moves? Okay. The first one. Let's see here. Right. We are gonna go ahead. And since technically Brockus is the only one kind of showing his face through this blasted off door, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, what's the range on this?
The range is no.
Okay, so I just need to get a little bit closer. Okay.
Oh yeah, step closer. That makes it even makes it even more fun.
see here. What is the... Okay, yeah, she's probably just gonna have that. There's so much. This is so wordy. My goodness. Just so wordy.
When the bad guy explains their powers in an anime.
Right?
Oh lordy.
I need a strength saving throw from you, Brockus.
Okay, I could do that. I love your dice, Fox. That's going to be a natural 20 for 29.
That's for a second level spell. Okay.
There's only one thing good. Well, there's only one thing Brockus is good at, and that's strength.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah. You see her create like this black orb of biotic energy and try to shoot it towards you by your feet. However, because of how strong you are able to just kind of shake it off instantly, completely disabling the orb. You almost kind of punch it like a soccer ball as it just kind of disperses, negating all effects from it. So there's that. So you don't know what they casted other than you were able to resist it and punt it.
They threw a ball at me.
Those all
yeah.
or nothing spells are always terrifying.
Yeah.
Right?
Question, Zoro.
Yes.
Do you remember if I fired 1 or 2 heat shots at this door?
You fired
the
all
last-
3 when you stood through.
I dumped all 3 into it?
You did, yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm in normal gun mode for the moment.
It's because the damage was so low on the door when you're trying to blast through it that
Mhm.
you used all 3 to pump through it, and then
Which
you
is
shocked
sad.
it past.
Which is sad seeing is how much damage it ramps up from those
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you do 8d6 damage in 2 shots and it doesn't work, so you have to pump another 9d6 into it. All right,
Unfortunate.
that's fine. I can use normal shots here for this.
It's worked in your favor so far. I mean, this is the first time you've used the gun.
What do I want to do?
You have a robot in your face right now.
Yeah, I know, but I also have people behind me that can handle said robot.
It's fair.
Hmm. You know what? I don't care about the robot. I don't care about the robot.
Okay.
I don't have my heat shot. This bottleneck is a death trap for 3 people to be in. So we're gonna go with old quote unquote faithful because it never works. And I'm going to Brockus special.
It
Let's
worked
see that charge.
once.
So he's just gonna take a step here to the side, and he's going
Okay.
to let's see how. Yep, I can charge to her. So he's just gonna use
Okay.
charge and go forward towards her. She needs to succeed on her dex saving throw because we all know that's gonna happen.
Yep. Let's see here.
It's an Asari. If it doesn't make its dex saving throw, something seriously wrong.
Well, it's dice dependent. Let's be honest. Let's see here. Oh, okay. One day, Brockus. One day.
Never.
Just not today.
That is a
Look-
22.
Yeah, look, charge is not meant to hit. Charge is a gap closer. That's it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because now I can activate Biotic Bull Rush to make a weapon attack against them.
Okay.
Go back to my base character sheet here. Does a 21 hit them?
It does.
It does. Okay, so this is going to have an additional +5 damage on it.
Oh my. Okay.
I'm going to. What is that ability that
Is this your Sub-Zero?
No, this is Carnage. I rolled a 1 on one of the dice, so I'm going to re-roll that die.
Oh, yes. You reroll 1s and 2s, I believe.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh no.
That's going to be 26 points of damage.
Damn.
26 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Ouchie. Okay. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think there's anything else I can do. No, because I use my bonus. I use the actions and bonus actions. So all I could technically do is movement, but I'm fine where I am.
Okay. Right. This Asari's gonna go ahead and you notice biotic energy just kind of emitting from her eyes, but nothing happens, and she's gonna hold. As we move on to Vera.
I don't know what she's doing, but I don't like it. I can't remember. It feels like it was years ago. In the battle that we had right before this, did Riley take any damage, or is Riley at full HP?
I don't think Riley took any damage. Riley was in the back the whole time.
Yes, Riley was definitely doing what Riley does, which was I'm a scientist. Get me out of here.
He is squishy. Back of line.
I don't know how squishy I am, but it just wouldn't be her personality to, she would not be doing frontline things. She would be just trying to not get in the way and be helpful.
Well, I think I will help you out a little bit with doing that in this battle as well. I'm gonna take a step forward to here. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to deploy my Hex Shield.
Okay, what does that do?
And I have the advanced feature, which makes it a large shield. So I'll draw a line on the map here where I'm deploying it.
Okay, so the Hex Shield. Spells actually transport weapon. Where Hexagon shaped field with 5 AC and 50 shield points. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I
where I
remember
put
this
that pink line, that's where I
Okay.
deployed it, right across the choke point there.
And
I'm
okay,
assuming
that's 10
it
feet. Okay.
functions exactly the same way the Hex Shield in the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer works.
Oh god,
Where
that's been a hot minute.
we can pass through it, but it does block projectiles on one side. So, like, you can stand
Yes.
behind it and shoot through it, but those on the other side trying to shoot you will hit the shield
Yes.
instead.
It's like a digital shield. Yeah. Yeah.
So
you
that
can go through it.
that will
Yes.
give you full cover as long as you're behind it, Riley.
It would just suck if you couldn't go through it, so you just block your teammates.
That- I mean, it could be useful, but that would also, if you didn't know that it did that, you'd just face plant right into the shield in front of all your enemies.
It's just a Mexican standoff. Everyone just stares at each other like, well, we can't shoot
Yep.
you and you can't come through. Okay, perfect. And is this a concentration or no? It's just when it
Nope,
goes
it
down.
just remains for as long as it has that pool of hit points.
Got it. Okay.
And that
Perfect.
was a bonus action to do that. So I'm
Okay.
going to go ahead and use my action to make use of Brockus's positioning here. And I
Okay.
am going to shoot at that Asari with Pack Tactics.
Okay.
If I can remember what damage die my gun uses.
Pack tactics.
But I could go through that shield.
Yes,
If you
you
wanted to.
can step through it, and you can also shoot through it. As long
And you
as
go
you're
backwards into
on...
it, though.
Yeah, as long as you stay on the side of
Yeah.
it that you're on right now, you can shoot through it. But as soon as you move to the other side, it's gonna block passage.
It'd be neat if it was somehow a curved line, but you know.
Does a... whatever number that is, 25 hit?
This is the one you said next to Brockus.
Yep.
Yes, 25 does hit.
That will be 9... What does this gun do? Oh, I'm rolling wrong damage die. Never mind. I rolled a d10. Yeah, I should be rolling 2d8.
Oh, my goodness.
I have
Don't
so many
cheapen yourself.
guns, I get them mixed up.
Yeah? Yeah.
Wow. No, that's actually significantly worse.
Oh.
Oh, not significantly. It's only 1 point worse. That's going to be 8 radiant damage.
8. Okay.
Then I'm going to do it again.
Let me double check something real quick. No? Okay. 8. Okay.
Yep. And then 27 to hit on the next one.
The 25 hit, the 28 didn't.
It's
Womp
much
womp.
better. Much better.
Okay.
That is going to be 14 radiant damage.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right.
That will be the end of my turn.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Celia, what is she doing?
She is dashing to get as close to us as she can on this turn.
Okay, what is her movement speed? Is it 60 as well to dash?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Since she was standing like right behind Jamar this whole time, she's literally right on his heels. So yeah. Okay, so she slides down that chute and starts making her way down that hallway. Okay. As we move on to Robit. Robit! What are we doing, Robit? Kind of a
Which
two-trick
Robit?
pony. Sorry, my Robit. Not the
I heard
furry
Robit, and I was like, oh, and I was like,
Sorry.
no, not me.
Oh shit, what did we call you last time? It was Wheatley 2.0, but we called you something else. Shit, someone look that up. Rosa! What name did we come up with? Anyway.
Malfunctioning toaster ovens.
Yeah. Or the nickname we came up with it. No.
I resent that accusation. I'm
Think
a
of it.
high-functioning toaster oven, thank you.
Son of a bitch! Okay. You expect me to remember? I don't know. Okay. On break, that is my sole mission now, is to find that. Let's see here. It has a person right next to it, so it's gonna turn to look at you, Vera. As it is going to... Where is it? Oh, I forgot you had that. Yeah. It is going to go ahead and just kind of shoot you point blank, as it does have hip fire. I'm just refamiliarizing myself. Okay, yeah. Okay. Wait, can I? Actually, no. It's gonna do something different. because I keep forgetting this is a thing they do. It's gonna go ahead and kind of do the friendly robot thing where it just kind of sticks out its hand and just places it on your shoulder. As you see electricity emitting from its fingers, as it
Tase
uses
me, bro.
shocking grasp. I'm pretty sure this is a melee attack. It is. You have advantage on the attack if the target is wearing armor. Are you naked right now?
Sure. No, I'm not naked. I'm wearing armor.
Wait, you are naked? Is that what you sounded like you were about to say you're naked?
I was almost gonna say I'm naked, but I'm not naked.
All right. That one's cocked. Okay. That is a 21.
That will hit.
Okay. Hit target becomes your primed lightning. Until the end of your next turn, you take 1d6 lightning damage. You must succeed a Constitution saving throw or become stunned until the end of your next turn. I don't think that takes effect until you take the lightning damage, though.
Okay.
You have to.
A target with at least one shield point has advantage on the saving throw. Okay. So you are primed, and oh my gosh, it's been a hot minute since I've done this. Hold up. Hold up. Oh goodness. I have my fun little animation stuff. Maybe. If I can't find it within a reasonable amount of time, though, I will have to use something else. Where is it? Here we go. I think this is what I used. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. Perfect. You are primed lightning. All right. And it is gonna go ahead. I think that's actually all I can do right now.
Do I take any immediate lightning damage from that, or does that get triggered later?
I think that gets triggered later. If there's a fight until the end of your turn, and takes. Oh no, you take it right now. Okay, I misread that. Yeah, no, you take it now. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go max. That's 6 lightning damage.
And that gets doubled versus shields, and then halved for the remainder, right?
Correct.
remember
Yes,
correctly,
as
okay.
it is a melee attack. Yes. Yeah, because lightning's funny like that. And then now you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I can
That's where I
do
misread it.
those. Oh yeah, no problem. That's a 25.
25? Okay. Stun. But you're still primed. Okay. Perfect. Riley.
Alrighty. A question. I had put up barrier the last time, but we've rolled a new initiative. So do I need to do a new barrier then? I
long
assume
does
more than
barrier
a minute's
last?
passed.
Yeah, how long does barrier last for?
1 minute.
It's been a minute. It's been past
All
a
right.
minute.
So bonus action to put barrier up again.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I'm going to use the cantrip called Dark Channel and cast that on the robot.
Oh my. Okay.
It has a range of I believe it's 12 meters. So
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
12
definitely
meters.
will
So
hit
I'm
it.
good.
Yeah, you'll hit it. I did change the maps to make it a little easier, so if you guys use the tool, it does show the meters.
Oh no, it's even got 48. It's got 48, but if it transfers, it can only transfer 12. Okay, so it's a ranged power attack, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
Oh, not well. So that's only an 11.
An 11? Okay. Unfortunately, does nothing.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
And I don't want to block anything, and I think I'm guessing I would have seen something like this shield that has been put down before.
Vera
Us.
has used it before in front of you,
She has. Okay.
so
all
you
right.
are aware of its properties.
Okay, so I am just going to stay put, and I'm done.
It saved your asses during the golem fight. That's for sure. Okay. Perfect.
No, I needed to roll higher.
Yeah. Okay. The Yes.
We don't have anything that's the equivalent of inspiration or anything in this, do we?
I don't think so. No.
It's on the character sheet.
I think there is. No, that's
Oh,
right.
yes, it
because
is.
because Dreskar used Didn't he have something that was like guidance and it was a D6?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
He had something
but
that was
there
like
actually
guidance.
there actually is inspiration
Yes.
as a thing. But no, I
It
don't.
it
have
is a
that
thing.
one.
Yeah.
I don't have one, so moving on.
Okay. Perfect. So this Asari is gonna go ahead and release her action as oh no wait. Wheatley. Omen 2.0. What would you like to do?
Omen.
Well, we've got
I
two
keep forgetting
things
he's
going.
possessing Wheatley's body, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh, he's with
we-
Jamar.
No. Technically, so if I remember correctly, last episode, Oben's main body had actually fallen down the shaft. If you remember, not realizing that he had to climb
Yes.
down,
Yes.
and then used repair matrix to heal up a little bit.
Yes.
So considering his position was ahead of the Solarian as far as like location wise, I'm gonna make sure the main body would have dashed, and basically they would have been more or less in the same order.
Okay. What's your speed?
Let me tell you this actually. He's surprisingly quick
Oh.
for what he is.
Because at this,
10
you were technically 20 feet ahead of them at that point. 'Cause-
So I don't know in feet because the Mass Effect thing is in meters, but I've got a speed of 10 meters. If I'm dashing, that's 20 meters.
Yeah, that's
Divide by 2, multiply by 5.
25. That's 25 feet. When you said it's
Oh.
10 meters?
Yep.
Yeah, that is 25 feet.
Okay. Oh, you've got them set up for meters right now on the map, so I don't know how
No,
you want me to.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just letting you know that's what every 2 meters is 5 feet.
Yeah.
And the average, if you want to compare it to
15.
like D&D 12, is the average. If I remember correctly, in this system, I think it's based off your dex as well as your race. I can't remember. But yes, so you 25 feet. So if you dashed, oh god, I have to do math.
20 meters, and that's the number of blocks I've moved it up on the map. If that's
Well, yeah. So
acceptable.
25. So you've moved 50 feet.
Yep.
You're still roughly about like 15, 20 meters. Or feet in this case, 15, 20 feet ahead of Raven and Asilia at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a little bit ahead, not as drastically ahead as I thought originally, because I keep thinking everyone's is 12 meters and it's not. Okay, so yeah. So what are you doing now as Wheatley?
Well, the question is here, since it looks like we've entered the room, or we're very just about, would the brain and the body connect at this point?
Still too far.
So we're not in the room yet.
No, not in the room yet.
We're
You
still
were
in the
still
hallway.
in the hallway.
Alright, gotcha.
It was a long hallway.
It got a lot longer as I get it.
No, it was always a long
stretching.
hallway.
The hallway's getting longer and longer.
It was always a long hallway.
It's like that staircase in Mario 64. You try to go
I
up
was
and it
about
just
to
keeps.
make that same reference. Yep.
I got you. One brain cell.
Just gets longer and
Um,
longer, yep.
You know what? We'll just do Wheatley things. We'll move up. And
You should have
know what,
access
we'll-
to his sheet too, so you.
Yeah,
Can...
I do. We'll shoot.
out
I
what
think
he
we'll
does.
just shoot the robot.
Okay.
So that is a 19.
Okay, and
Thank you.
you're shooting the robot specifically, correct?
Yep.
Yep, it does hit.
Hey. Actually, it's more than that, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's still hits.
Good enough. Yeah, and it's the D10 plus. Yeah, give me the minute. Pull that out.
And it was. Is it force or radiant damage that we
Radiant.
has? It is radiant. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a 7 damage.
7. Okay. I'm pretty sure. Double checking. I'm pretty sure it's. Yeah. Nothing happens with radiant. Okay. Yeah. Sure enough, it still has its arm on Vera, and it's like doing the friend motion. But yeah, you see it take the hit, and it kind of jitters a little bit as you did see the impact. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I don't think there's anything else I can do at this point.
Okay. Which Vera? I guess technically this
Yes.
could be up to me, but you probably know the details a little bit better. For powers in the shield, if it's more of an area effect, would it go through the shield?
It would not, because the shield acts as full cover for whoever's behind it. If it ends up doing more damage than what the shield can take, then the shield would be destroyed and it would go through.
What if it's
But-
not a damaging move, though? It's just like an area effect sort of thing.
It acts as though it's a solid wall. So
Okay. Okay.
that
Good to
it's-
know.
Some abilities can affect things on the other sides of walls, some can't. So I guess it all
Right.
depends on what's being
So this
used.
one is just flat out like, this is the ultimate barrier.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good to know. So the other Asari is going to go ahead and release that energy as she is going to target, since it can't go through, she's going to go ahead and target Vera and Brachus. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Roll- oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
22.
17.
Okay, so Vera, you go ahead and kind of shake off the energy. Unfortunately, Brachus, you are not able to be as lucky as this weird biotic energy hits you, and it kind of makes you feel slightly jittery as you were hit with a alter center mass. So every time you, let's see here. You now will roll a d4 and subtract that number from attack rolls and saving throws.
Perfect.
It's like Bane. Okay. Back up to Jamar. At this point, you all can see the light at the end of the hallway. It's kind of a little bit of a ways off, but you guys can see where the end is.
Well, I would like to do another 60 feet in that direction.
Okay. And it's at that point with your dash. Kind of. Oops, using the wrong one. With that, of course, being just a bit ahead of Omen, technically, well, just for the sake of this, say you're back here, you are able to make it that far now. As you can now
God,
kind
I'm
of
almost
hear.
there.
You can hear everything. Give a perception check.
That is horrifying. That's a
Oh.
4.
It's a 4. Okay. It could be the adrenaline. You're not entirely sure, but you kind of come out, hear everything, and you're just like, where is everything? As you just see an open room. That's all you see. All right. Back to this gal with a Krogan in her face. Which we do not like. It is... She is going to go ahead and kind of do a palm strike in front of you, Brockus, as you see what looks like this swirling vortex of bionic energy just get shoved into your chest. I think this is it is an attack. Okay, it's so hard. Half the abilities, I swear, are just like make a save, so I have to make sure I read that properly. Dirty 20.
Yes. I think it hits.
Double check just in case.
Yeah, because I'm trying to check here. Yes, it does hit.
It does hit. Okay.
I was trying to see if I added the armor rating correctly.
Gotcha. Okay.
I think I added the armor correctly because I know they changed the rules for Vanguard with their armor, or for the medium armor. But
Gotcha. Okay.
for right now, I'll say it hits.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So with this, you are now primed necrotic. As I find my handy dandy little tool. I wish I could transfer this to other folders so it's much quicker, but apparently if you buy them, you can't do that. And it's stupid. So you are primed necrotic, as you do take... Oh, ouch. Okay. I know I have another D10 in here. There we go. Oh, goodness. That is 22 points of necrotic damage.
Of necrotic.
And it does bypass shields.
Does it bypass barrier?
Just says shields.
Okay.
So I'm assuming no. Since
Yay.
that is a separate thing.
Almost nothing bypasses barrier.
I just wanted to
that's
make
true.
sure before I was like, I'm gonna use my barrier, and then
Yeah. Nope. It will bypass shields. Your barrier, however, it will not.
all right. I'm going to spend. I'm gonna spend these.
Okay.
To reduce it by 12 HP,
Okay.
because I can use 2 barrier ticks at a time.
Okay.
And then
Nice.
I'll take the remaining 8.
Okay. Perfect.
Do I need to do anything else?
I was just waiting to see if you wanted to do something.
Oh no,
yeah.
I was waiting for you because I'm like reading through.
Gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
reading through my stuff to make sure that I've done the armor correctly. I believe I did.
Okay.
Because with what I am, I'm able to take armor. It's the natural armor. But yeah.
Okay.
Feel free to continue.
Perfect. I just want to make sure you got everything okay.
I never have everything okay.
That's fair. Unfortunately, yeah, that's all she can do at the moment. Brockus, how would you like to retaliate?
Let's see. That's what I thought. Can I move here?
You can, yeah.
I'm gonna run away from the skull. Um, Okay.
You can never run away from this guy.
It's had
just
time to
floats
cool
there.
down. So
Okay.
Brockus is gonna click fire mode onto the gun.
Okay. I forgot. Is that a bonus action? They give that
It's a
bonus
free
too?
action.
It's a free action. That's right. Oh, that's right. When it's done, it takes a slot. Okay. Yes. I had it reversed in my brain. I love
And
that
since
you
it's
can do that
15
now.
Yeah, since it's a 15-foot cone,
Okay.
Brockus is gonna make an attack. You said it's minus 1d4, right?
Or it's what? So that's
1d4 from the attack roll.
There we go. Yes. So it doesn't quite hit the other one.
Will it not hit the other one?
Did I say it was 15 feet?
I think it was 15 feet because, or it was longer than that because the
5,
the bots
10,
down below,
15. Oh,
the
no, there
bots
we go.
down below were,
Yeah, that's true. Give me a second. Because we had you right here and you were able... That's
I
right,
was
it was
able-
8 meters. It was 8 meters.
yeah,
Right.
I was
okay.
able to cook all of them.
Yep, it was
All
8
right.
meters. Yes.
Let me go ahead and change the rating on that so it's not 15 feet, it's an 8-meter cone
Yes.
because we are not using freedom units. Okay.
Keep saying meters because that's what the book
Where
keeps
was I?
saying, but I want to say feet. I'm so sorry.
Or you'd be like me and just convert everything to feet.
I know. Look, can you do that in the book now? They've made so... No! I accidentally hit the...
You good?
Close the tab. Yeah, I closed the tab. I can easily
Okay,
reopen it, but I was like...
So it's only the people that aren't the direct target that just take the blast, or do I have to roll against them as well? Because it was a cone.
If I remember correctly, this is why I
Didn't
have
they
you
make
guys write it down.
saves?
They make saves, yes. I believe it's deck saves.
Okay.
Because it's exactly like the flamethrower, a more
Yep.
powerful flamethrower. So
You just gave me a flamethrower shotgun.
pretty much, yeah. That
Okay.
does scary
So
stuff.
it was a 21 hit.
21 does hit.
Okay, so the
Remember,
first
where's
one
the
is going to
flamethrower
be,
one?
this is going to be the first shot. Screw you, dice.
So are you doing the actual, are you doing the flamethrower then?
Yeah, the fire.
Oh yeah, these are just saves then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember.
Because I thought the first shot that I did was on my target wasn't the attack roll, and then there was just like a backblast of fire afterwards.
Oh, for
'Cause
the
it's
first
still
one,
fi-
yes.
Yeah, because
Yes,
it
yes,
still
yes.
it
Okay.
fired off an incendiary round, and then it burst into
Yes.
the.
You are correct.
Because it
Well,
was
it's been a hot
technically
minute.
it was technically like, I don't remember if this is true or not, but I thought it was a cone from the point of impact on the first person.
It is, yes.
Okay.
On the first attack. And it's just a bigger and bigger flamethrower at that point. I know I had it on here. Where the heck is the flamethrower
All right, so
stuff?
the person in front of me is going to take 15 fire damage,
Oof. Okay.
and then the one behind them makes the dex save.
Okay. I know I
And
gave
that
you
will
the
be-
DC. I just don't remember what the DC was.
You know what? I don't know what the DC is either.
Girl, let's write stuff down.
The only DC you never told me the DC.
Did I not?
The only
Let's-
DC I have is the strength DC that I need to make or be knocked prone.
Let's see here. Oh, for when you fire it.
When I fire, yeah.
Yes, because of the power. Let me see here. Give me just a second.
It's so tempting to use zero sum on this gun, but I'm not going to.
Oh, yes. Please roll a nat 1 on it. Please.
Yeah. Let's roll a nat 1 on this because we all know what's going to happen with that.
There'll be a small fireball.
Centered on Brockus. Mainly his midsection.
Might not have any hands left after that.
It's okay. You were ground zero of a large explosion already once. You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
I face taped an exploding nuclear reactor. I mean, at this point, Brockus just thinks he's indestructible.
That is your song. Indestructible. I just had it. I found the notes for it, and I'm just.
I think it was either 16 or 14, wasn't it?
Here we go. Okay, give me a second. Let's take a look. See here. DC 14. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay.
And if they succeed, it's half damage.
Yes, that's right, because So let me go ahead. And so I'm gonna pin it so you can see it.
I'll put it in the
There you go.
Where'd you pin it?
I pinned it in our DMs.
Okay.
So yeah, so you shoot it, you still make a attack.
Yeah.
And then then everything within that range makes a DC and takes it's 3d6
14.
normally. Otherwise, when you shoot it, it increases each time. They have
Yeah,
to
so the
make
first
that
time
dex
is
save.
5d6, yeah.
Yeah, and then 7, then
So
9. Sing
yeah,
feast.
so the person I shot takes 15 fire,
yes,
and the
okay.
people behind it have to make a
Has to make
DC
the
dex
dex.
save. Yeah.
Or take half damage, as you know.
Yep.
Normal. That is a 19.
Okay, so they'll
they
take 7
half
fire.
damage.
But the cool thing is I'm at a high enough level where I have a secondary attack. Or I have a second attack, I should say. So we're just gonna rack
yes.
off. We're gonna rack off another fire shot.
Okay. Did you make your recoil save?
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Barely,
just making sure.
because I have to sacrifice a 1d4.
Okay, just making sure. It's a lot of firepower.
That's gonna be another 21.
Okay, yeah, that hits it. All right. Oh no! This actually may fail.
My God,
Shit, that's a 13. Yeah.
Zoro, I fucking hate this minus 1d4 thing. I keep on hitting the 14 DC save. It's like 14 every time.
Sorry.
It's like, no, I don't want to be prone.
Okay. Oh shit, I have to make some rolls. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Alright. What's the damage on that one?
24.
Jesus. Okay. Alright, yeah, the one in front of you is not looking too hot.
Ha ha ha.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Okay. A second. Ooh. You know what? Bonus action.
Okay.
Raucus is going to use barrier detonation.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yep. So I expend all my remaining
Yeah.
barrier ticks to create a negative mass effect field within a 2-meter sphere around me.
Yep.
Every medium or smaller creature or object within the sphere must succeed a strength saving throw or become lifted until the end of my next turn.
Yep.
If I expend at least 4 barrier ticks, which I'm not, and nobody here is a large creature, creatures with at least 1 shield point have advantage on the saving throw.
Okay. Strength saving throw, you said.
Yep. Here, I'll the heck?
What happened? What did you do? What happened?
I clicked on it and it's like no attribute found with spell comp. It's like, what are you talking about?
The old copy paste? Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll just copy pasta it.
Okay, that works. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
and we're what, level 6?
level 9.
We're level 9. Okay, so
If it shows level 6
It's
on
actually-
your character sheet, you need to do
No.
some rearranging.
it's
You haven't been
the
6 for a
sphere-
while.
the sphere is actually 4 meters because at level 5.
Oh. Okay, so it
Yes,
still
well-
only hits the 1, but that's good to know going forward. Okay. So a
So then-
strength saving throw.
DC 14.
Boy. Okay. Okay. It's a 5. So that's a no. So she is lifted.
Give me a sec.
I'm just gonna do the wing for lifted. So I know.
Don't have it on here, but is slam a reaction?
Oh, actually, I can look that up very quickly for you. Slam is a action.
It's an action. Okay, never
Yes.
mind.
I think the only cantrip reaction is slow fall. But I'm just looking off the biotics. I don't know about the combat ones, but yes. Slam is a action. I like your thinking. What was the... Does it take damage?
No,
It's
lift
officer-
just
lifted. Okay,
yeah, barrier detonation just pretty much just pops them up into the air.
perfect. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? I think that's it, unless you want to move.
Well, he's fine.
Okay. And then just to clarify, let's look at the lift. Oh, it doesn't say, but yeah, she's definitely off the ground. Okay. Oh, perfect.
Oh, question:
Uh,
the palm strike that they hit me with, did that go through shields?
It goes through shields. It doesn't go through barriers.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
Nope, you're good. This, yeah, the other one doesn't like that. As you're gonna see this biotic energy just kind of turn into what looks like a long spear as she just yeets it at you, as she casts Lance.
Hey, I have that.
I know. And guess who's primed at the moment?
Not me.
Yeah, I know. Which is
No,
fine,
I am
it's
primed. I'm
pretty
primed
fun.
necrotic.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the one with the possibility to stun.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a 22 to hit.
That's
I might only know that
22.
because I use it all the time.
right.
If it's on me, it hits. My armor class
Yes.
is 18.
Okay, so a couple things are gonna happen here. First things first, it is 3d8 force damage. And oh god, I lost the spell. There it is. Okay. Necrotic. The creature is primed necrotic, detonates. It suffers 1d12 necrotic damage and must succeed a DC Constitution saving throw or become stunned. Oh, I think it'll be fine. We'll find out. First of all, 3d8 and an extra. I just read it. D12. Okay. So it's all necrotic damage. And then let's add the 12 to it. Perfect. Okay. Oh, well. That's not fun. Okay. So that's gonna be 18 necrotic damage.
18?
18, and then let's see that Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Sorry, I was doing math in my head.
That's fair. It's a bitch.
With the minus 1d4, that it's Constitution, right?
Yes.
It's gonna be a 21.
Jesus Christ, with the D4?
Because I rolled a nat 20 on the die. Constitution's a 3, and then I rolled a -2.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. No, you're fine. You're not stunned. You are fine.
For now, I'm waiting for my dice to betray me.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've got that
Okay.
96 roll coming up next turn, and it's like that one is just lurking in the corner.
Oh no. All right, Vera. You have a friend patting you on the shoulder.
I do, but I'm gonna give him the cold shoulder and continue to focus on these Asari.
Okay.
Because they are definitely the bigger threat at the moment. So I'm going to focus my efforts on this one here.
Okay.
And I think we are going to throw some ballistic blades at her.
Jeez, okay. All right.
That I don't remember. I think I've crit on this once before.
Okay.
And I don't remember what our ruling was. If
No
it
brutal critical.
uses
Double the dice.
double, okay,
Yes.
she's gonna be hurting after this.
Oh no.
But for posterity's sake, that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Dang.
I don't have this many D12s.
That is something
have-
I never thought I would hear anybody say.
I mean, to be fair, how often do you use like multiple D12s aside from like maybe 2, maybe 3?
Not very often.
Not very often, and I carry 3 sets with me at all times, so I have at least 3 on me, and if it requires 4, then it's like, gotta reroll some. That's unfortunate.
Well, right now I have to roll 8 of them.
Oh, okay.
Somebody gonna die.
Hit me hard, fam.
Well, and if she doesn't die from this initial damage, she's definitely gonna die at the start of her next turn, because I have the bleeding blades power on this, so she takes additional D12s at the start of her turn.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. What's the damage? Good time. You have 8 of them to roll.
Okay, so the initial damage is going to be 54 piercing damage.
Jesus. Yeah, she's looking a little bit like a pin cushion. with these ballistic blades sticking out of her. As you see her kind of stumble backwards, looks down and see she just has this barrage in her chest and torso as she just drops to her knees and collapse. As you see the blood just start to spill out. As yeah, she dead. She dead. My God.
If she somehow managed to survive that, she would have taken another 6d12 at the start of her next turn.
See, here's the thing. She technically would have survived that if she didn't fail that second fire, the second flame. So, yeah, that's she's out.
Hey, Zoro.
Yes?
Wheatley 2.0 man.
Wheatley 2.0!
That's what it
Wait,
was.
3 hours into the last episode, but I found it.
It's a side project.
Yes, I had it on double speed and the closed caption on until I found the area where it was being mentioned.
I'm like, what did we call him?
Wheatley
Wheatley
2.0 man.
2.0 man.
And he still doesn't like it. But I
I
found
still love it. It's
I'll
literally
never
on the
forget it.
initiative. Oh my God, I didn't even see it on the fucking initiative. We're all dumb. We're all dumb.
I just for nothing.
I think some of us were just willfully ignoring it.
You know what? We can't feel so
Who's not
bad.
looking
We
at the
asked
initiative?
chat, and even chat was just like, I don't know what it is.
Rosie
So here I was
failed
hoping
us.
you guys would notice.
I was hoping no one would notice. You
I
didn't
did notice,
know.
but I still found it.
Wow, I feel both happy and dumb. All right.
Yeah, because that ability counts as an attack. I still have my extra attack.
Yep.
So I'm gonna make use of that pack tactics again and shoot at the lifted lady.
Okay. And they're just lifted. There's like no advantage or disadvantage. It's not like they're prone
Yeah.
because they can still do stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think lifting primes them, but I don't have anything that can detonate them. So,
Yeah.
that is going to be 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that does hit. She ain't looking too hot, so
That is
pun intended,
going
but
to be 15 radiant damage.
oh my God, are you kidding me? Okay.
She have 1 HP left.
She has 1 HP left. Finish her. Finish her. Put her out of her misery.
I don't think I could. I don't think I have any bonus action stuff that does small damage like that.
Oh man.
I mean, I could shoot a whole bunch of rockets at her, but that seems overkill.
I mean, you did it for the first one, so
Fair.
you know what? We'll just rely on Riley. Riley, just put
Yeah.
her out of her misery.
I think
As you
I'm
can
gonna
see
end-
blood dripping from her on, like falling. You can hear the droplets falling to the ground. As Brock, as you do see this, you're probably all like, yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just move right over here and then end my turn.
Okay. Can I get a is it Constitution saving throw? Constitution. Wow. Save. I'm just gonna say it like that.
Yes, that's a 23.
23? Okay, yeah. You are fine. You are not stunned. Let me double check. Because again, I forgot. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Nope, you don't take any additional damage. It's just a chance at you being stunned. Okay. Okay. Oh god, it's been a hot minute. Primed, I think, only lasts a round, though. So I think at the end of your turn, you're no longer primed, but you still have to make the save. So
yeah,
that is correct. So you are not primed, but still have to do that. Okay. Perfect. Acelia.
catching up with Jamar.
Okay, perfect. At this point, yeah, she pretty much has been behind him this whole time, so she is right behind. Can she make a perception check, please?
Maybe. Well, maybe.
Make a perception?
12.
12? That's enough for her to look over and notice the arrow pointing, which then she kind of looks up to see, like, what the heck is the arrow for? And she is able to see a little bit of Riley's head, as this is an elevated space. So she can see just, like, the very top of Riley's head.
Quick, a human, shoot it.
You're not there to Commander. All right. Robot is gonna go ahead and try to shoot you. So it does have hip fire, can shoot at close range. Oh, let me move all this stuff out of the way. And it's gonna try to hit you twice. Or I can just roll a 2 and a 3 and not do shit. Okay.
They are the giants.
So stupid. This is so stupid. Okay, it doesn't get to have a turn. As it's too distracted.
Bird 2.0.
It kind of does the thing where as it's turning, you move so quickly, it's like shooting as you're running by, but its reflexes are way too fucking slow. Before it finally turns and faces you again. Riley, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I was looking to see what bonus actions I have, and I don't think there's anything appropriate. So I'm going to go ahead, assuming we're not at the heart of the battle yet. And now, would I be able to see this creature?
Which creature?
This one.
Oh yeah. The barrier
No,
is
she's-
translucent, so you
right,
can
so
see.
she's the one with 1 hit point left, right?
I mean, technically, you don't know it's 1 hit
I
point.
don't
She
know
looks
that,
like a
but I
bloody
know she
mess.
doesn't look good, right?
No, she does not.
Okay.
You don't
so
need to
that
make a
is-
perspective or a perception check to see that she looks like it right now.
Okay, so 16 meters. So,
Most guns have a pretty wide range. Unless you're a shotgun, most guns have a pretty decent range.
okay,
on
I can
them.
easily do it. So I am once again going to use the cantrip Dark Channel, but this time casting it onto, oopsie-daisy, sorry, onto her.
Okay.
So
May the dice ever be in your favor.
I'll take a different dice this time. See if that
Fair.
helps. Take one of these pretty ones.
Doesn't Dark Channel transfer when the original
Yes.
host dies? Okay.
Mhm.
The first one didn't go off though.
Okay.
Yeah, the first
Is the
one I
thing.
missed.
Yeah, first one didn't
so
go off.
this time it would be a 21 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Just love tapper.
So so that is 1d6 necrotic.
Okay.
And then I believe it has a primed necrotic effect too.
Okay.
So that's a 3 on the dice, so that's 3 damage, and the target is primed necrotic.
Well, you do see, because she's lifted for that small period of time, Brockett, you see her kind of what looks like she's choking on this dark energy. As you see her body kind of convulse for a moment and then go limp, blood still dripping from her, as she is now just a hanging corpse. As you see her eyes just turn back to normal and just slumps there midair.
And do I get to choose where the spell goes next?
Pretty much the only next target. Well, technically you can choose, yes. There's only one other target, which is the robot. So yes.
Yeah, and it is within range.
Yes.
So it would move there, and let's see what happens when that happens. If the creature dies, it transfers to the nearest hostile.
Mhm.
Okay. When I hit, it plagues the target, the creature, da 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 da.
Okay.
Okay. And then it takes 1d6 necrotic at the start of my turn while you maintain the power. So now that I know I got that, I am just going to maintain concentration.
Okay.
And I am going to stay right where I am, out of everybody's way.
Perfect. All right. Both Omen and Wheatley 2.0 Omen. I assume your body is running.
I mean, not much else for it to do right now, yes?
Okay. As it does run ahead, at this point, thankfully with you being close enough, it has a better lock on now. As it is pretty much, what did I say, about 15 to 20? So yeah, you are right out there now. As you're a little bit ahead. That was you dashing. So you are now getting ever closer as you do get a ping as Wheatley 2.0 Omen that your body is nearby. So what would you like to do?
Well, the floating Wheatley thing can actually make its way back to the main body at this point. It is within range
Okay.
if I decide to dash, so we're gonna just do that. We're gonna go and combine once again.
Okay. I would say when you combine, that would take an action, and since you
Oh,
used
yeah.
an action to dash, I would say next time you'd be able to do it. No problem.
No problem.
As your body probably just like takes its arms out of the tarp and just like grasps the Wheatley.
Mm-hmm.
Reunited, and that's about it. Okay. Jamar,
United.
you now see Wheatley.
Ah.
You recognize that hum as it floats.
I've always had a Wheatley.
Well, I mean, your original.
The other
Wheatley.
Wheatley.
The other Wheatley, the damaged Wheatley. Actually, no, it's not damaged anymore. Just another core body. There we go. Words are hard.
Yeah, okay. So that's gonna be another probably 60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, because 60 feet would be.
You'd actually be right ahead of Riley, actually, I think.
There. That's 24 meters, which is 12 divided by 2. So yes, that's correct.
Yes.
So I'll end up there.
As Riley, you suddenly see Jamar just zip by you. Oh, she's not there. That's okay.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
And that is going to be it, because I do not have any more tricks.
Okay. All right, Brockus.
Robot's still up.
Robot's still up.
What is the range?
Technically 20 feet from you. So 8 meters. Depending on how you angle it, Vera
I'm
will
not
be in
using.
the
No,
blast
I'm not.
radius.
I'm not using the. I'm not using the fire mode
Okay.
because
It
Vera
does
is
involve
in the
everyone,
blast
friendly
radius.
or no. Okay.
Yeah. So he's gonna just flip the safety switch back down to pouring fire.
Okay.
And he can actually hit it from there because it's within 8 meters of his shotgun.
Okay, perfect.
Or so that would be a total of 24.
Oh yeah, that hits it.
For 15 piercing.
15 piercing. Okay.
All right, and then second shot.
Okay.
Uh, 21.
21 also hits.
Another 15.
Another 15. Okay. You see this thing kind of sputtering and twitching as you can see that it's starting to malfunction. As you feel like you've done enough damage to where it's getting pretty close to splody time. All right.
Okay. At the end of my turn, can I just reach out and grab the body as it falls and just sling it over my shoulder?
Yeah, I'd say you could. I'd say
Okay.
it's very light in your grasp, but you're a Krogan, so everything's light. Okay. So you have You have a slumped body over your shoulder now. Okay. Perfect.
Not the first time.
That's... No, it's not. At one point, you carried 3 bodies. They were all alive, but you carried 3 bodies.
Bodies are great improvisational
Improvised
weapons.
weapon. Yep. Yep.
They also make fabulous accessories.
Mira.
Well, I don't want to be next to this thing when it explodes. So, I'm gonna take that opportunity attack while I take a few steps back.
Okay. No, this robot's not allowed to play. Alright, yeah. Once again, you're too quick for it as it shoots over your head.
That's kind of what I figured. That's why I didn't bother disengaging.
Else rolls very decent, and then I can't roll above a 10 on this stupid robot. So
Oh, do I
grass, that's
have...
it.
Because the Asari is dead, do I still have that negative effect on me? The minus 1d4?
Oh, that's... No, you do not, because that was a concentration. Yeah, no.
Okay.
You're good. It is gone. Thank you for reminding me.
I was just checking because I was rolling with it last time.
Oh, yeah. Nope, you're good now. Well, yeah, as of... technically at the beginning of this round, yeah, it was... Well, I mean, you hit it both times anyway, but yeah, it's gone now.
I'm just gonna, at this point, bring up my rifle and hold down the trigger till the robot stops moving.
Okay. Suppressing fire!
It's gonna be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
That will be 16 radiant.
Jesus, okay.
And I wish I rolled as good in this game as as like in any other game that I DM or play in. I just roll. It's another nat 20.
Jesus. No, I'm just gonna stop
You
you right
save 'em
there.
all for us.
If you want to roll for funsies, I will give you that satisfaction. But I'll tell you right now, it's gone. Just funsies. Let's see that damage.
It wasn't great. It was 20 radiant, which is good damage,
Okay.
but it could have been a lot better.
It could have been, but you know what? It was enough. As Riley, thankfully, I mean, you're not within its shock blast anyway, but you can see that as it starts to light and detonate, you see its shrapnel just kind of like hit the barrier like it's just glass and just falls to the ground. You probably jump a little bit at the initial shock, but yeah, is completely fine. As at this point,
I think I do need the damage roll on that though, because the shield that I have up, the hex shield, will take some of that damage.
I think you'll do, because it's 50, right, for the shield damage at least. Let's see here.
Yeah. The shield, like, because I can retrieve the shield, but it only
Right.
regains all of its HP on a long rest. So if I deploy the shield again today,
Gotcha.
it'll be at
Okay.
lower HP.
Well, the max it can do is 8 damage, so let's just see what that is. You are only useful in death. That was 7 damage.
Okay.
Alright. 8. And it's at this point, before we go to break, we're gonna backtrack a little bit. As Athena, you are still within the mind of Sarima.
Okay.
As you walked through that door when she tried to push into your mind, and you pushed back tenfold, dipping into her memories. And you notice that while you see her as like a child, seeing glimpses of her past, after that first memory you saw, everything kind of turned to darkness for a moment. As you now see what looks like rows and rows, thousands of these lights that look like they're in the shape of doors, going for as far as you can see. As it feels like you're in a strange hallway with these lit up doors. What would you like to do?
And I don't feel. Do I feel anything that's pulling me towards this a particular door in particular, or just kind of?
Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
I feel like I was owed that one. It's just straight check.
Yes.
That's a natural 20 for 22.
Dice are going to be just like last time. Okay. Okay.
Well, look,
So-
I've paid my sacrifice.
That's true. Twice. Okay. You feel a strange tug. Almost in your core, right? Your stomach. And when you look down, you see what looks like very faint tethers that kind of points to several of the doors. Sometimes the tether is so far down the hallway you lose it because of how far it is. But there are a few that point out to a few doors. The doors are not labeled. Only that you feel this strange tug to a small handful of them. Some close, some too far to where if you follow the tether, it might lead you to it, but you would probably have to walk more.
I'll just open up the closest door that has the tether.
Okay. Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Saving throw. That's gonna be an 18.
18? Okay. You step through this light and you feel this weird tug, almost like something's trying to push you back. But almost as if you were prepared for it, you just force yourself forward and move into this space. And you almost feel blinded at first as you basically walk into essentially a bright light. And as your eyes adjust, you see another memory. But what's strange is that this memory is not quite from like the previous one where you were behind Sarima the whole time. You can actually see her from this point of view, as you see her as a infant in the arms of an Asari that you don't recognize, but remember from the first memory when you saw both of her parents together. And she's holding her in her arms. And you see what looks like a happy family. You couldn't even tell that one is a dangerous Ardak Yakshi or anything like that. They just look normal, like a happy family. However, you do see in the corner, chained up in what looks like a very small box, broken and battered, as you see that very familiar Drell just laying there slumped. And you don't really hear any sounds or anything, just what sounds like what normal parents do with an infant, just interacting with the infant, making funny little sounds, talking to it softly. Too soft for you to hear, but aside from the corner, it would appear as a normal situation. Give me a perception check.
Nine.
Okay. You kind of look around the room just to see if there's any other details that may seem to stand out. You're too distracted by this, what seems like a very simplistic scene.
So I'll probably just kind of back out of that door and walk to the next closest one, because
Okay.
she needs a few doors and before she can develop a pattern to this.
Okay. I need another wisdom saving throw as you push through the next door. And again, there's no handles. You just pretty much walk through it as it seems to just be pure light that you just walk through.
A wisdom save, so that's going to be a total of 15.
15. Okay. This one tends to push back a bit on you, a bit more heavily, but you're able to just barely make it through as that light hits your eyes again. And when you open them, you see Sarima, probably a toddler now at this point, sleeping in her crib in the next room over. As you look down the hallway, you see what sounds like very soft feet. And it's weird because you look over and you see a figure, a shadow running. But the footsteps are just so soft. It's almost cat-like as they just move and whip across your view. As you see that Drell once more come out of the shadows and takes the gun out and goes to shoot the Ardak Yakshi from behind. But she was fairly quick. You see her at the last second turn around and flash a barrier. The light from the weapon ricocheting off and actually shoots the other woman almost in the center of her chest. As you see the rage start to fill the other woman's eyes, blackened over once again. As you see her pull out her hand, and this very dark, necrotic biotic energy seems to be taking hold around the Drell's neck and arms as it tries to pull him down with force. You see him resisting. You see him almost crying out in pain. You can even see some of the seams of his jacket and everything starting to tear as you see him trying to pull back up. His eyes flickering back and forth, even though their eyes are usually pretty slid, you see it flickering back and forth between this black and green energy. His eyes, and then the controlled eyes that you recognize when an Ardak Yakshi is trying to take control. And it's then that he takes the gun that he's holding in his hand and shoots himself in the leg, giving him just the push that he needs to bring him back to and snap out of it. As he runs to the window and jumps out. The Ardak Yakshi runs over to the window. You see her extend her hand once more. And you feel this strange pull, like you need to see what happens. You want to know what happens. As you run to the window to the side, of course, you just being a strange vision, this Ardak Yakshi doesn't even know that you're there. As you lean over to the side and you see him pull out another weapon, as he now has 2 pistols trying to shoot at the Ardak Yakshi. And you see that he does hit her a couple of times as he starts to whittle down her barriers, as he's falling from what you can see now is a very high building. And you know for a fact, unless something happens, he will surely die. And at the last minute, you see him pull something out, not quite a parachute, but something to help break his fall a little bit, make sure that he descends just a little less fast. But of course, with something so rapid, he tumbles and falls, hitting a few things down the way. And you see what looks like, once again, this almost broken body hit some sort of object. It's too far down that you can't quite see. And you're not sure what happens as everything just seems to fade to darkness at that point, and you're just alone in that room.
And I'm just curious, and we're gonna go to the next room.
Okay. This one goes down a little bit. So you do have to travel to that next tether.
Okay.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw, please?
This one's probably not gonna get into this one because that's 11.
An
So just
11?
one down. Yeah.
You see that next tether, and you start to notice that each tether is actually in a specific pattern. Like it points you into one, then the next one, then the next one. Almost like it's showing you which one you need to go next. However, when you go to this third door, you're not sure if you're just distracted by the adrenaline of wanting to know next, or maybe because this barrier is so powerful, but you try to push through and it just forces you back. What would you like to do?
I can do that. That's where it is. Never mind. She wants to try one more time to get into this door before she'll abandon it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me another wisdom save with disadvantage.
Okay. That's actually not bad. It's gonna be an 18.
18? Okay. You try to mentally prep yourself again this time, and you're able to strengthen your mind as you force your way through this barrier. That bright light hitting you once again as you feel the satisfaction of making it through. This time you see Sarima about the same age as that first memory that you first found of her, a very small child, probably has to be like 8 years old or something, as you see her peeking into a room, and the way she's acting almost makes it sound like she's not allowed to be in there. And when you look around the corner, you see what looks like a very bright, bare room, completely made out of metal. However, in the center, almost strewn up as if on display, on his knees with his arms out, once again chained, is this Drell. But you can tell that the arms and the shoulders and even the legs seem slightly distorted. And you get the sense that he survived the fall, but took some permanent damage as he was, you assume, would probably be forced to recover back up here. As you see the man chained, not beat up like you saw before, but you get this very strong sense that this is his room, his space, and is confined here for who knows how long. And she just watches before the Asari that you haven't met goes, "Darling, you know you're not supposed to be here. What are you doing?" She kind of goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." She's like, "Go now before you get in trouble. Do not come here again." She goes, yes, Mom, sorry." And just runs off the hallway, fading to black as everything starts to blur once more across your vision.
Here, I'll move to the next one.
Okay? I need another wisdom saving throw.
Another 15.
Okay? Once again, just barely make it through. You start to notice that every time you go through here, it gets harder and harder as you need to spend more of your willpower to just get yourself through. And you somehow just barely make it through. As you see the Drell interacting, looking like he's having the time of his life with these two Asari, as it seems like this is perfectly normal. But when you get a closer look, you can see his eyes are completely blacked over. As you see the Ardakyachi doing both flirting and being a little touchy-feely with both him and the other Asari. As it looks like they're in a strange, almost picnic setting. But they're on what looks like a deck on top of a very tall building. However, you can tell it's a different building from what you saw before. And you can see what looks like a city. You see a lot of vehicles kind of floating by. You can see a sun bright in the sky. But this almost feels disturbing to you, seeing so much fighting and blood and conflict, to just see this happy scene with someone that you know that has been battered and bruised and broken, not acting like themselves. And you can see that small little shift in the eyes again. However, the darkness seems to be overpowering at this point. Can I get a perception check from you, please?
Uh, 18 on that perception.
18. Okay. So with this, you can see every so often when the eyes look like they're flickering, you can see his hand flexing, almost like he's trying to resist, but it seems to be at random. Like the will is strong enough to always wanting to fight it. Which is very strange, because from the lore that you've heard, usually once it's taken over, they give in and succumb so easily. But it seems like your father is constantly exhausting himself trying to resist the entire time. Before the sun brightens and the vision is blurred.
Just gonna stay in this room a little extra disturbed by this one. Just, she could understand the beaten, the bruised, the chained up. He was hated. But what's this weird obsession with wanting this happy scene with him? Why? It's a weird, almost like she was obsessed. And then she's gonna move to the next one. Because if she has a theory, she wants to confirm it.
Okay. So, this one takes you much further down, as you eventually find that connected tether. And you realize when you look down, the door you're standing in front of has the one tether, and you only notice there's one other tether that goes around.
Can I see where that tether goes?
It's a bit further down. It's a little further down, yeah.
Okay. So she'll go into this one.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Wisdom saving throw.
18?
18. Okay. Once again, you feel quite a bit of that resistance. As you notice once more, it's getting harder and harder to push through each one the further you go, but you're able to get through this one once more. And when you do, hold on, I'm slightly bothered the music stopped. Okay. As you push through into this one, once again, you are in that very bright metal room. Though he's not chained up this time, but you do see a very soft sheen go across part of the room, as you can see what looks like this barrier to keep him inside. You're not sure why he's not chained up at this moment, but definitely in what would feel like a cage. Can I get a perception check from you?
trust my dice less and less as they're being nice. 12?
12? Oh, you do notice that he is sitting in a corner, just kind of sitting down with his legs up. And he seems to be looking at something. He has his sleeve up. He's just looking at it with something kind of folded in his hand, as you can see what looks like a piece of paper sticking out. And he just seems to be very softly rubbing it, whatever it is on his arm.
I'll see if I can't push forward to see what he's seeing.
Okay. You do notice that being in this dream, you are actually able to walk right past the barrier. However, you feel this strange pain in your head as something doesn't feel right. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you, please?
So, way back, way back, when we exploded the atmosphere of a planet,
Mm-hmm.
Athena took a bunch of readings and she got some inspiration for that. That I've been holding
Okay.
on to. That I'm going
Okay.
to use, because I don't like that roll.
God, that was a while ago. Yep.
That's better. That's going to be an 18.
Okay. You still
So
feel
the
that...
first one, which was like a 7.
Yeah. Oh, God, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You still feel that strange pulse, almost like a headache, but you're able to use your biotic energy to just kind of suppress it a little bit. The throbbing's still very lightly there, but you're able to finally concentrate again. As you move closer, and you see he seems to be rubbing what looks like markings on his arm. It's... Go ahead and give me, actually don't remember because some stuff has changed in here. Go ahead and give me a... Go ahead and give me a history read.
Okay. 14.
14? You're not proficient in this by any means, but you do recognize that it is a language. You're not sure what language, but considering how it's on a Drell's arm, you might be able to put 2 and 2 together that it might be his own language. However, you do notice that these strange markings, you notice that there are 4 of these, what you would probably decipher as possibly letters, that are going down his arm. And when you notice the paper kind of folded, it's folded backwards, so you can't see all the details. You can see a little bit of some pictures, as what you do see is what looks like a family photo, where you see him, a Asari woman holding a child that looks like it's just a few months old.
That's what you suspected. She'll kind of retreat back to where she was originally when the memory started and just kind of let the rest of it play out.
Okay. Not too much happens, other than he just seems to be just gently rubbing his hand before he hears a sound. And he pulls the sleeve down and pockets the picture. As you see both Sarima and the Ardak Yakchi. Sarima, of course, being by the doorway, as you can tell from her attitude, she is not allowed to walk in here. As the Ardak Yakchi comes in and starts to mess with the panel to disable it, and just gives him a smile and goes, "Be a good boy and come with me, please." As you see her eyes completely start to black over once more before the scene starts to fade.
Mm-hmm. I'll go see what the last one has.
Okay.
Just now it feels like I need to complete the series.
Okay. I need one more wisdom saving throw from you, please. This will be a much higher DC.
Which one of you don't want to screw me over? Do this one. Wisdom save? You said?
Yes.
25.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I got a 19, okay?
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, as you go to push through, you feel that strong resistance one more, but your determination to see this through overpowers it. As that momentary push, you just shrug off instantly as you walk straight through. And as the light clears, you see, excuse me, you see what looks like a living room. That strange, happy family kind of scenario plays out again. As Sarima, who's definitely much older, she looks like she's probably maybe 13, 14 at this point. Young teen. As she's just relaxing, hanging out with her parents, your father there as well. Once again, those eyes blackened over as you notice that even though he's being very friendly with the other two, you notice he keeps eyeing Sarima. In a creepy way, just more of almost like he's thinking, almost like he's reminiscing about something as he's just watching her. As you can kind of see those blackened eyes just take a moment to just stare and drift for a moment. And as the scene plays out, the other Sari calls Sarima to bed. As you now look outside and see that it's quite dark. She very happily grabs her mom's hand. And she disappears before the other woman kind of lifts his chin up and gives him a smile as she goes, "You're such a good boy today. We should have more days like this. And then we won't have to break you all the time. You're succumbing quite nicely more and more these days. Keep this up and maybe we'll put a bed in your room." As she plants a kiss on his lips before walking off. And it's just him alone in the room for a moment, and you notice the eyes flicker once more, the hand trying to clench as he tries to resist. And you see that fight flickering more and more before you see the other Asari come back in. She gives another smile, very sly smile, as the other one did, and goes, "Well, I'd say today was a successful day. You're getting much better. Good boy." And in that flash, the moment she ended her word, the moment she said "good boy," you see the fist finally fully clench as he grabs a gun and takes it out and shoots her straight in the chest. As the woman doesn't even have time to react, as you see blood dripping from her mouth and falling over. And you see his eyes turn completely green once more, as you see him smile. He uses his other hand to pull into his pocket, holding that picture once more, as he takes the gun to his head. And all you see is a flash before the memory fades. And that is where we're going to go and take a break. Sorry, it's a bit late for the break, but we will be back in just a moment. Oh, I saw chat. Best of times, worst of times, really, guys? We're quoting
Worst
that
times
bit
for
right
everyone
now.
else.
For everyone else.
We were talking about exploding things, okay?
Oh, that's fair. Okay. So yes, this is go and take a break. Definitely, since we have about an hour, we definitely won't have time for the fight, so we might end just a little bit early. But I want to give everyone a chance to still have a moment before we move on to the next part. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back in just a few minutes as we take a quick refresher. Don't go anywhere.
Forever in your heart. Forever in your heart. I can hear your heart. Forever in your heartbeat. I can hear your heart. Forever in your heartbeat.
in her house is gone. And then they were on
And we are
both up in that
back.
area.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
And
By the
look,
way, I saw your quilt, and that was really cool. I really like the
Oh,
pattern
it's
on
that's
that.
not a
a
quilt,
jacket.
that's a coat.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
coat? Oh,
It's a side
I just saw like a...
jacket.
Even better.
Oh, that's... Wait, did you make a coat?
She made a coat.
I'm working on it.
You say it like that's the first time.
Yeah, like
She's only
which
shown me
one?
quilts. I didn't know she could do
No,
clothes.
no,
Oh,
get her to
yeah.
show you the Romulan coat someday.
I've worn the Romulan jacket on stream.
Yeah.
I
Twice.
didn't know you made that, though.
Yeah.
That's
How
cool.
else do you get stuff like that?
I have a friend that's a seamstress. She does
Well,
a
you
lot of
see.
the
Yeah,
Civil
I'm-
War reenactment stuff, and she makes all of her own clothes, even her everyday clothes. She makes her own clothes, and I'm like, it's a skill I wish I had.
Yeah, well, we
Right.
did the whole Society for Creative Anachronism thing, so I've done all the medieval clothes too.
See, I wish I could do
And
that
I
skill.
think Fox does that too.
I've done a little bit of it, yeah. The last bit of clothing that I made was Therian's outfit. My old dwarf guy.
Oh.
I made his shirt, light jacket, and heavy jacket. And I wear his light jacket and his heavy jacket as just my normal winter jacket because they're so heavy and warm.
Yeah. Oh,
I actually hand
that's
sewed
great.
a bog coat out of fake sheepskin
Nice.
because I don't have a life
Jealous.
apparently.
Jealous. God, I wish that was a talent I had. I make so many cool clothes. So
It's
expensive
one
on
that
me.
anyone can develop.
Yeah.
Oh. I remember I
It-
tried in high school, and reading the patterns, I felt like it was rocket science, and they're like, you're good at building sets, just build the sets. And this was in drama class. They're like, just build the sets. I'm like, I can do that.
From the
Good with
outside
tools.
looking in, it's really intimidating. But once you actually get into it,
Yeah.
it's not as, at least I found it, it's not as difficult as it appears to be. It takes
Okay.
a lot of practice,
Oh, I'm sure.
but I think anyone can get there.
Okay. I was also in high school, so who knows now? I may
Yeah.
have a better comprehension of it all, but we'll find out.
There's also the whole pattern. What's a pattern?
Well, that too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. I tried
is-
to make my own coat, and I was sort of successful. Not really. Sort of successful, because I wanted to make a coat from scratch of I wanted to do a gender bend of Bartolomeo, a character from One Piece, and you had to make his jacket, and he had like fur line and everything, and I got the arms, and then it was trying to piece together everything else that I was like, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm just gonna buy a jacket now. So yeah, but anyway, back to this. We're actually going to switch back actually to just after the fight, where the rest of the crew is finally able to slowly reunite with each other. And at the moment, we have two bots gazing into each other's eyes, or what would be eyes if he didn't have a tarp over his head, uh, as Omen and Wheatley 2.0 Omen. You guys have now reunited, body and mind, literally. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, at this point, I think Omen would probably put the Wheatley unit on its back or something like that. And
Backpack it.
yeah, kind of backpack it.
Okay.
And yeah, once that's done, I mean, he'd probably have the unit rush into the room, right? Kind of only to realize that the fight's pretty much already over, has been over for a while at this point. And I guess at that point, its eye would go back. Well, eye is whatever you want to call the facial,
She just has the one
ocular.
ocular eye, yeah.
It would probably switch back to its, to its normal color here, as it would deactivate infrared vision and just kind of go back to its regular mode, I guess, if you want to call it that. As you'd probably have him just kind of stand in the corner near the door here. I just literally stand there and say nothing at this point.
Okay. Technically, the only person that really saw that was Acelia. You notice her notice you and kind of clocks it, but she doesn't say anything. And she just kind of continues to walk past. At this point now, of course, aside from Riley noticing Jamar when he kind of ran by, everyone else now notices that the rest of your companions has caught up, as you do see Jamar, Acelia, and now tarp draped on the ground. You see Omen back to himself. Backpacked Wheatley.
And as everyone's beginning to kind of make their way here, I will go and collect my little shield generator, so we don't all get trapped in this room.
That's fair. I imagine it's like two little, how to call them, like little pronged pieces that you just go, here's one end and here's the other, and then you just collect
Yeah,
them.
I kind of imagine it the same way, because you throw it out quickly as a bonus action, so it's like a little spring-loaded type of thing that you just toss out in front of you, and it separates and then generates the shield.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of cool. Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Austin will walk over to the other body, pick it up, sling it over his other shoulder.
That's right. You guys see Brockus with two Asari bodies over his shoulder. One bleeding out horribly. The other one has a little bit of blood, but didn't get quite as beat up as the other one. It looks interesting. Looks very Krogan.
Are you taking trophies?
Plan shock and awe. Just have a couple of those grenades.
Oh, I've always got the grenades ready.
All right.
Looks like everyone's here. I don't think we need to be quiet after that.
I think at this point, Riley certainly would have moved when she saw the coast was clear. Kind of, she would have moved up into this area, somewhere where everybody else is. Possibly about maybe near a door. Maybe here.
Yeah, let's actually at this point, everyone give me a perception check. Except Ophelia for obvious reasons.
Oh, I assumed you weren't talking to me.
I love you. First time the party's actually split. I mean, that's not true. You guys had club nights, but nothing happened, so it's fine.
The first time
You
the
said-
DM split us.
Yeah.
You said perception, right?
Yes. All right. What'd y'all get? Celia can too if you wanted to.
22.
Nine-
Okay. Riley?
19 for Riley.
11.
Oh, Vera?
That is an 18 from Acelia and a 25 from Vera.
Jeez. Okay. And Omen. Unless you didn't walk in that room yet and you're kind of doing your own thing at the moment. Or you're thinking really hard.
Forgot
Omen?
to turn his eye on.
He's
Sorry.
calibrating, okay?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
that was a really long, awkward pause. I'm like, I don't even know what
No.
he's thinking. I don't know what's
I
happening.
was calibrating my brain and completely spaced out there. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. I was
Um,
like, I'm confused. Is he like
No,
distracted? Is
no,
he doing
it's
it? Like,
no, it's 2 in the morning, and I'm trying to keep my brain awake. All right.
I recommend coffee.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee. It doesn't agree with me. Where were we?
Same.
Sorry about that. I completely zonked.
I could tell.
Perception check.
Perception check.
Oh yeah, sure. My bad. There we go. Let me get that for you.
It's
We'll all
hard for
be in there.
ESTers.
Yep.
You know, you're gonna make me when I move to Canada. I'm gonna have to succumb to that. It's gonna suck when I have to stay up. I'm going to do it, but it's gonna suck when I'm like, cool. We start at
Well,
10 or 11 now.
Zora,
gotta-
all I
I
gotta
got
say
it.
is
Go ahead.
I'll have to invest in that. Yeah, we'll see.
It's worth it.
Caffeine
I
doesn't
bought
do
mine back in January, and I still have so much of it left.
Caffeine doesn't do.
I've
much for
got
me,
it. No,
unfortunately.
same. I've got it. Yeah. No, but there's tricks for it. We'll talk about
Yeah.
that in a minute.
Okay.
We said perception, yeah.
Perception,
So,
yes.
Yep, that's an 18.
Okay. Okay, so pretty much everyone but Jamar at this point. Jamar, you've just been frazzled this episode. Just I don't know what's happening. I just ran.
No,
You
no,
don't
you're
run.
asking for perception. I don't do perception.
That's also fair.
He also moves.
Okay.
I always get the impression he would be moving so fast he wouldn't see anything, but he'd see everything. Sort of.
He also does a lot of sciencey stuff and like working engineering stuff, not sciencey, engineering stuff that I don't think he's used to running.
What is this running?
What's this adrenaline in my brain? I don't like this. I'm disoriented. Okay,
much.
so you guys notice that there is the previous room, at least the ones that were able to take time to observe that before, specifically Vera, Riley, and Brockus, and Omen technically. You guys notice that there are very similar smaller rooms that are kind of lined up in this area. However, you do notice that there is another door in the very back that seems to be open. Brockus, you actually were able to see the two Asari run through that door to get into this room. So you do see that door is currently open at the moment.
he'll call it out, let everybody know.
Okay.
The 2 corpses here came through this door.
Guess that's where we need to head then. Is everyone prepared for what I can only assume is going to be another fight?
When is it not a fight?
Flips on
It
the fire
always
mode of
seems
the
to be.
shotgun. Zora, I have a question. Do the
Yes.
2 bodies draped over my body add any extra armor?
Cover?
Not cover, unless you hold them up
Camouflage.
like a shield.
Because look,
Can
for
cover,
some reason, I just
as
got the
spotty
idea.
shoulder pads.
Like, I just got the idea of like Brockus incorporating like spikes onto his armor, like the D&D corpse collectors, and just start
Oh no!
putting bodies onto them.
You're piking like
Yeah.
bodies as shoulder pads.
Oh, that charge just got a whole lot more dangerous.
Oh my god. Necessarily say it adds to your AC, other than it looks freaking intimidating. But if you hold them up, they could be meat shields.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that.
Just Borderlands
however,
it, tie him to the riot shield.
I do have to say though, Asari versus Krogan, they give you pretty much like half cover, but I
Hey,
think you can take that.
Cover's cover.
At least until
now-
the meat bags have fallen enough apart to where they're just useless. So you
Look.
feel confident that they would last for a bit.
I'm taking inspiration from the giants in my D&D campaigns. They're soon to be used as projectile weaponry.
I mean,
Or
all
a
I can
club.
do now picture is
Or a
having the
club.
spikes
Yeah.
on the armor, and then you flying into people with charge and just spiking them. Now you're in my impalement. We're good.
Why am I getting
Like
like
Dwarven berserker style?
why am I getting Mad Max vibes from you? Like,
Because it's a Krogan. If anything's gonna go Mad Max, it's gonna be a Krogan.
that's 100% fair. If it's not you, it's gonna be a what's the other one? The Yogg race.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be the only
Welcome to-
other race I could think of to do that. Technically I could see an Elcor doing it, but I feel like they're just such gentle, trunkless elephants. Wouldn't, right?
Have you seen what Elcors look like when they go to war?
I know, I've seen the cannons on their back.
All I'm gonna say.
Walking
Agitated inquiry. Who runs Bartertown?
Not gonna lie, I really want to see Brockus's backup character, or sorry, Rojan's backup character, because he did say it was gonna be a tank Elcor, but
It's gonna
I would
be an
miss
Elcor.
Brockus too much.
We can't lose Brockus, okay?
I don't want to lose Brockus, but at the same time, I'm like, shot and bring in the Elcor.
Yes.
Maybe for N7 Day this year we'll do that. We'll do like a
Do
fun
a
one shot.
one-shot.
Y'all switch it up, do whatever you want, and let's get an Elcor in there.
Backup characters for N7 Day. Got it.
There we go. Yeah, that'd be fun.
I don't have a backup character. Don't do that.
Start working on it now.
So mean. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this room before you progress forward?
Just for the heck of it, can Riley do a perception check to see if there is any unusual scientific equipment or anything that might be like something that looks out of place scientifically, or that shouldn't be there? Okay, that sticks out as that's an odd thing to have in here.
I can tell you right now without a perception check that this looks more like a storage space, almost like a warehouse than it does.
But nothing out of place. No,
No.
nothing, no odd items. Okay.
No, I mean you see things like you see small crates and some desks, but as far as like specific items on top of them, unless you want to look into a crate, visually just on the base surface, it seems just like basic equipment or just the bare minimum stuff for like a warehouse, and that's about it. Even if there's not a lot of crates, it's mostly empty.
Okay. No, this was more like, have they have they some way obviously booby trapped the room, or is there some unusual surveillance equipment or anything that's giving them an edge when people come in that they can go, oh,
Oh,
there's
that's
intruders.
entirely different. Yeah, let's
Oh,
do
that's a whole
another. Give me a perception or investigation. You're now looking
Um,
specifically for these things.
Yeah, okay, I think, let's see, that probably is best done with a perception. Investigate. Well, actually, they'll tell me two different things, won't they? I'm going to go with an investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, and that's going to be a 22.
Oh, dang. Okay. So you don't see anything sticking out too obviously until you notice that when you turn around and the doorway that you came through, you notice has a very small orb sticking to the wall, and it's very tiny. But when you get a closer look, you can see that it looks similar to a camera. And then the other doorway that Brockus pointed out seems to be another camera. And you notice there seems to be a strange strip going across the top part of that door.
Okay, I am going to try to get Jamar's attention and point those out to him.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for that?
Nope, you could just tell Jamar.
Okay, I will do that then.
Yeah.
Jamar, those things over those two doors, they look a little odd, or no?
Things? Things over doors?
Like cameras, and they, but more than that?
Let me have a look. I will. How high up are these camera things?
The door frames are fairly tall. They're about 8 feet.
Okay. I need up.
Did Jamar just ask for upsies?
Yes.
He just went, I need up. My brain went to that. Upsies.
You looking at Omen when you ask for an
Yeah. Alman, can I? I need up there.
I'm trying to figure out. Give me a minute how he would interpret that.
And just really
I
quick,
need to be
as
held
a refresher,
up at that height.
Good.
under the armpits. Here you go.
No, but it's not even that. It's more like there's a difference between I need to be up there and I need to be held up at that height. I was considering, do I throw
As
him
I
at the
see
ceiling
Omen
or do
sitting
we...
there thinking for a second,
Yep.
like,
Yep.
clarification for the
Yep.
computer. Okay.
Yep. Thank you.
Every
Appreciate
game,
that. I don't have to...
Jamar Raven's character gets yeeted at or yeeted in general.
Yep.
Question, because I think I already know the answer, but just as a refresher, how tall is Brockus and Omen?
Brockus is close to 8. And
What's
then
Omen?
Omen is larger than Brockus.
Yeah, I think we had Omen at like what was it, 12? I think
Like
it was
10 or 12 or something like
Christ,
that.
Yeah,
Alright, you're gonna duck through every single fucking door. Okay.
I know that.
Okay.
I'm aware
This
already.
is capable
This
to help you
frame
as
is
well,
not
but this is
suited
good
for
to know.
infiltration.
Yeah,
He
this is
doesn't
good to know.
have to duck. He can just smash through.
I'll tell you this right away. When I have enough Omni Gel, he's definitely gonna start building a body that's more suited for human dimensions. Remember that this body was designed for like deep space exploration, not walking
Any
through
normal
human
Geth
buildings.
body as opposed to a Juggernaut Geth body.
Pretty much.
Yes.
But yeah, no, we'll definitely probably grab the Solarian and just plop him on our shoulders the same way we plopped what's her name, the brat. I'm drawing a blank.
Whoa, that's
Mercy,
there we
go.
She's not a brat. She's a
There
goddamn
we go, there we
delight.
go. Throw Mercy on her the same way we threw Mercy on our shoulders and just kind of walk the Solarian to whatever he wanted to take a look at the top of the door.
Well,
Be
it's a good
respectful for the
mention.
future shepherd.
It's a good thing I mentioned that this is a warehouse, as thankfully the ceiling is tall enough to accommodate Jamar's height on top of yours.
Well, half his height. He is sitting on my shoulders, but yes.
Yes.
Still, the point stands. I get it.
Me at a good height.
Jamar's not just like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What would you
All
like
right.
to do, Jamar? You're...
Now that I'm at the correct height for these,
And then some. You kind of overshot it, but yeah.
yeah, it's easier to lean forward than it is to work above you.
Very true.
So, yeah, cameras. Cameras,
Okay.
weapons, both.
You see cameras, and what looks like a strip going across the top of the door. With investigating it, you get a pretty clear idea that this is probably some sort of trigger for a trap or something. You're not entirely sure what, but it sticks out to the point where you're like, yeah, this is no good juju.
May I use an engineering roll to quickly dismantle it?
Of course you can.
Absolutely. There we go.
Which one are you doing first?
Um,
Oh, 2 rolls. Look at that.
camera triggers, trap, camera. Trap first.
Trap first? Okay. Mercy gonna find Omen first when she grows up to be Shepherd. Damn straight. And the first thing she's gonna go is...
So that's a 12 on the die for a total of 26.
Jesus Christ. What is this bullshit?
All the bullshit.
Okay, yeah. You go ahead and disable it fairly quickly as you're able to pull back this strip, and you see that it looks like a couple of very small, very thin wires. And you look at this and you're like, child's play. As you go ahead and you tweak as you untangle some of the wires, and then just disconnect one of them, and you hear a little subtle pop. As it's a very similar pop to when like wires get cut and snapped, almost like that sizzle sort of pop, and you're just like, child's play.
Oh, the smoke being let out of electronics noise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And you do realize that it's separate from the camera.
Well, now the camera comes apart.
Okay. And you're just physically taking it apart? Or physically
Yeah.
doing stuff to it, I mean? Okay.
I'm rendering it inoperable. Ugh. That's only an 18.
18? Okay. You feel like you are able to disable it. However, you feel like it's still collecting feed even if the light is off.
Oh.
From sorry for saying it this way, but from between your legs, you'll hear a voice pipe up.
The one lone optical eye from between your legs says.
Yeah, right.
This is BioWare. We're allowed to say these things. Anyway.
Right.
Not the worst we've said.
No, it's not.
But yes, something along the lines of query.
Hmm? Yes.
Can this unit be of assistance?
No, I think I've got a solution. Can you back up about 1 foot?
This will reduce this unit's hacking potential. Understood. Backs up a foot.
Yamar pulls out his Farukin and shoots it.
Oh, okay then.
Stellarian solutions.
All right.
We appreciate it. Expedite quickly.
Roll to see if you hit. It is a small camera.
Oh. 23?
Okay, yeah, that hits that. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage.
Okay, yeah. It was a small enough camera that you're able to hit it pretty much square in the center. As you can see, it kind of burst from behind the as you make this perfect hole that goes through and through with the wires just spurting from the back. As you can hear a very audible shutdown mode. As it's like, "Choo."
And was there only one or is there two?
There's two. This was the one through the door that you guys haven't entered through yet, and then there's a camera behind you when you entered the other room when you guys caught up.
So it is not in this room, it is on the outside facing into...
Yeah, so it's I'll just kind of ping it on the map.
It's
it was
looking
basically
this direction, not this direction.
It is this way, yeah, pointing into the room.
Into the room?
Yes.
Tap Omen on top of the head. That one too.
Yeah. So I'll move again, exactly 1 foot away from the camera, the same way we just did.
Just everyone sees this sight. Oh, because he has to walk across the room, you see this sight of a
Look.
Solarian holding on to a very large juggernaut Geth as just kind of piggybacking practically through.
Given Solarian's engineering nonsense that they will do, that's probably not an abnormal thing. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's my headcanon now for Solarian heavy cavalry. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, you're basically the elves of this world, so it makes sense that you're just like,
I'm
I got
actually
this,
going
it's
to
fine.
try to dismantle it first before I shoot it.
Okay.
The shooting was, I wasn't confident in my work. That is a 33.
Okay, yeah. With that, much better than before, as you're just like, stupid camera's not gonna get me again.
Well, now
as
that
you
I've
are
seen the inner
able-
workings of them.
Very true, quite literally. Yeah, you know exactly which ones you need to cut properly, as you see both the light turn off, and that hum start to get quiet as you feel very confident that you completely shut down this cam.
Neat. Alright, now. And I'm going to just drop off his shoulders.
Okay. You know what? Just because I have to.
Do it.
Can I get an acrobatics, please?
Absolutely, that's a 16.
Yeah. Will tumble down quite nicely. As once again, you've dealt with text, and you just very easily shimmy down. Okay, so as you look around, you feel pretty confident that you've gotten everything in this room, as far as like security or traps potentially.
Now, they know we're here, but they can't see a damn thing now.
Probably best we move quickly then, so they don't do anything to Athelia. Hopefully they haven't already.
Okay, so I am guessing you all continue forward through that one other hallway.
Yes, I do use a metagel first, though.
Oh,
A
okay.
bit of hit points.
Someone using healing? How dare you?
What it's there for, Zoro?
No,
What
it's
there
not.
for?
It's the horde for boss battles only.
What do you think this is?
Okay, that's fair. I will allow it this one time.
Wow.
See, this is why I took a robot character. I use Omnigel to heal.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Sorry, I
So-
only know how to make explosives out of that.
See, she's disappointed now because I could heal without using a healing potion.
You guys never find Omnigel ever again.
That's fine. I've got a
we
lifetime
already have
supply.
a huge stash.
I
There
was
you
gonna
go.
say, Jamar's
And
already got a huge stack.
next time we run low, we'll just go pay Omega a visit. Say hi to
All
the
you-
Blue Suns.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
honest,
And I
you
can
just break it down from metal parts. So, like, the second you guys start to run low, you just go, oh, let's just go to a scrapyard. Pretty
Well,
much.
that's a nice wall.
That
and then
I
can
just
make
said.
the
We'll go to
mini gel
Omega.
out of the Omni gel. So
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
please
good.
go back to Omega at some point, please.
Or
Yes,
you know,
let's show up with a Geth juggernaut and say hi to the Blue Suns.
no problem. I
Knock,
see no
knock,
issues
knock.
with that.
Housekeeping.
Oh, come to the back.
This unit
swear.
recommends tidying of your hideout.
You notice the Eclipse are like their allies now because they're like, fuck this group.
When we brought peace on Omega by bringing utter chaos to their front door, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, don't piss them off. They'll pull out another wall.
Did anyone else want to do anything to prep before you guys run forward? Or heal or anything else?
I don't have any metagel, so I can't.
I can give you some if you need it. I've got our group stash on me.
Yeah, I think one metagel would be fine.
and I have some as well.
How much are you carrying as far as the group stash goes, Vera?
I am currently carrying all of it because we didn't have a huge amount. We had under 10 of each type.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we have 8 regular metagels left. We have 4 great, 2 enhanced, and 5 superior.
Okay. So we did make a home rule where you guys can carry 10 each. So did
Yep.
you want to divvy that out, or do you want to just at least say like how
Yeah.
much you have on you?
That's why I have it in the group stash, because
Ah.
it belongs to all of us, so I kind of imagine that we all have it kind of dispersed amongst
And I
us.
think from
We're just not
Riley's
tracking
little
it that way.
That's
time
fair.
spent in the lab, I'm showing that I have 5 standard Metagel.
Okay.
How much does the Metagel heal?
These are 2d4 plus 2.
Basic, yeah.
Yeah, it uses the same numbers as health potions.
If you guys want, like, normally going forward, I don't care if you guys want to do, like, a group stash, but if you want before battle, go ahead and kind of, like, split it however you want, because it does matter if you guys want to, like, heal each other or heal yourselves. Otherwise, you'd have to, like, go over to, like, Vera and go, "Can I have a potion, please?" And then all that good stuff. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, you guys can hold technically 60 among you. Because 4 is dumb. Especially if you're on a long mission. Remember that one planet when you guys went through, like, the dungeon crawl? You guys were there for a long
Yep.
while. 4
We were.
Metagel, really? It's dumb. Okay. So we got Brachus all healed up, Vera all healed up. Or healed.
Look, the DM needs a minimum of 10 potions, so her idea of limiting us to under 10 hurt her. It hurt her.
Look, I just thought it was a dumb rule they already had where you can only have 4 per person. And I'm like, well, what if you guys are stuck on a planet for a long time or someone does a dungeon crawl? It's like, that feels very scarce by comparison. So I kept it a limit to stick with the rules, but even the 10 still pains me because you know me and my double digits. So
Just get shot less.
just get shot less, exactly. Dodge the bullets, duh.
Dodging?
Okay.
No. Tank everything and take no
Okay.
damage.
Take it like a bot.
Just to clarify, is it the same here? Like, let's suppose someone went down. I could apply a Medigel to them to get them back up again.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then that would potentially, if I got them quick enough, there wouldn't be death saves, right?
Metagel is, I always imagine it as kind of like similar to a stim here.
Okay.
So yeah, it's yeah, I know us and needles. Yeah, it can be
really the fact-
applied. What was
In fact,
that?
all of
Sorry.
us have a different way we apply it. Some people decide
That's
to eat
true.
stem, some people rub it on like essential oils, some people
I mean, when you
inject
hear
themselves.
gel, I'm just like, look, your face looks a little red. Let's just
Yeah.
put the gel on there, and you're looking better. So
Put the
yes,
Neosporin in that wound.
for the most part, yes, you can apply one to someone if they are downed. Technically, they would still be making death saving throws until they get that. But then once they do, obviously, they pop up. So, yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, as you guys start to prep for what may come, Athelia, you are currently still technically in that hallway, as you weren't really shunted out of that door, but when your vision came through, you saw you were back in that hallway. However, the majority of the doors now seem to be dimmed. And when you look down, you no longer see those tethers. What would you like to do?
I'm going to. This is going to sound really weird, but I'm going to attempt to find Sarima's consciousness. So I don't know if she's passed out or still awake or whatever, but I want to attempt to, within her mind space, have a conversation with her.
Oh, okay. You know what? Go ahead and make a wisdom check for me. See if you can find it through a feeling through here.
We'll roll this one. Tiny dice don't feel me now. Don't feel me. You did not feel me. I can math. 24.
24. Okay. So,
Oh wait, that was just a straight check. I did save. Sorry.
oh yeah, it's a straight check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. You
My bad.
start to focus and try to locate her essence or something within this mind. And you kind of just reach out with your own mind, as you do recall that you kind of did a strange mind meld against each other, as you guys kind of had that small little mental fight before you took over. So you being very much in control here, you reach out mentally to try and find her. And all of a sudden the doors look like they just whoosh by you. They are speeding by at rapid speed. Before all of a sudden you're stopped and all the doors are gone. You're in blackness. However, you see what looks like a very large door now standing in front of you. Still very dimmed lit, but just enough brightness for you to notice in this darkness.
I'll move towards it.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on, dice. It's getting me over. I think my bin luck only works on other people.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
It's like Chemic right now. Everything works for me, but I'm like, I want it to work for others too. 2 more levels and I can do that.
It's the exact opposite. It works for everyone else, but it doesn't work on myself.
It's fair. Okay, what did you roll?
So that's a 13.
13. The second you try to walk through it, it completely shunts you back 10 feet. And then you notice that the door starts to shrink just a little bit.
Going to move towards it again, but as I do, I'm going to start talking.
Okay.
Shrima, I'm hoping you're in here somewhere. Just want to have a conversation. Neutral ground. No one else to interfere, no one else to influence, no one else to judge what's said.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Ridiculously high persuasion will come in handy. Sold that roll. A 28.
28, okay.
Mm.
You see the door start to flicker a little bit, but you don't hear anything. But the light does seem to get a bit brighter.
I'm going to stop. I'm not going to attempt to push into the door at all.
Okay.
Because like I said, she wants to meet on equal grounds. So.
Okay.
And she'll keep talking, kind of saying that out loud. Just want to meet
Okay.
you on equal grounds and just talk.
Give me a percentage roll.
$90.
Jesus Christ. Okay. You see the door flicker once more before it brightens up instantly. You actually have to shield your eyes from it as it catches you off guard, almost blinding you. And as the light starts to dim, you adjust and you see what looks like a very bright white room. There seems to be no ceiling, no doors. That giant door in front of you is completely gone. Just you in this empty, infinite white space. What did you want to talk about? As you hear a voice speak behind you.
I'll turn around to see if there's any imagery that will go with this, but also knowing I'm in her mind, so...
You do see what looks like her in the clothes that you met up with her in. That same purple complexion, standing probably a good maybe 20 feet away from you.
I'll just
She's
turn
just
around
staring
so
at
I
you.
face her. This whole ridiculous situation. I mean, I get why your mother is pissed. Probably the same reason my father was pissed, same reason anyone would be in that situation. But we don't have to carry their grudges for them.
What do you know about holding a grudge for so long? You weren't there when it happened.
But I showed you why I hold a grudge. For years, I was doing nothing but used as a substitute for him. For years, I was neglected. My mother wasn't there with me. And I blamed him for it. I've held a grudge against him for the past 400 years for it. Despite knowing that he's dead.
I have two for entirely different reasons. He murdered
I'm sure.
my mother.
But that was his sins. His actions, not mine. Just as your mother's actions are not yours.
Family sticks together. And when you murder one of my family, only hatred grows from it. My mother showed me that very well, very clearly.
But she didn't show you how to heal. What happens when this is over? Your entire life was built around this. What happens next? You'll have no direction, nowhere to go, nothing to do with your built-up anger.
Wherever my mother wants us to go, it's up to her.
You're just gonna be a puppet for her your entire life? You don't get opinions of your own?
I am never a puppet. But she has trained me well and never led me astray. So I follow her. I don't question her.
You should never follow without questioning.
She's never
It's not
given me a
principle.
reason not to.
No? What was her weird obsession with making these family moments with him? She hated him so much.
I didn't go on her outings too terribly often. But, from what I do remember, he was a very strong assassin, very strong companion. And his strong will is what she admired. Which I never understood since it pissed her off to no end, but he was one of the few mates that she had taken in that not only gave her a challenge, but was competent. Her previous ones were very disposable by comparison. So to keep him around was all she wanted.
So she did this to her mates often. Took over their wills. Forced them to comply with her.
That's how Artakyakshi work. Except for my mother. She was willing. She saw the beauty in her power. She was the one maid she didn't overpower.
You sure about that?
I never saw her eyes change.
Could be at that point she was so pushed beyond her limits that she no longer fought it. And just did as she was told. Without question.
The eyes would still be dark if that were the case.
Only if it was being activated. At some point, if you just give in, she has no reason to use the power on her.
You act like you know my family, when you know nothing.
I've only known what I've seen through your memories.
Well, good for you.
I'm only
That
asking
tells
the
me
questions.
You have questions.
Oh, I have lots of questions. I mean, who wouldn't? You hate a man so much you keep him around to torture him, but then you also take him in as a mate? How does that make any sense?
Well, like I said, she liked the strong ones to do her bidding. And why throw something away that is so incredibly useful?
Well, if she had, she would have avoided this whole situation. Your mother would still be alive.
Well, I was young and my word did not carry that much weight if I said I wanted him to go away. That was up to her. Was it crazy that she did what she did? Yes, because I did not understand it. I know why she did it, but why she kept doing it seemed insanity to me. That doesn't excuse what happened. So what now? What do you do with this information then?
Like I said, she's given you hatred, purpose. And I don't know what happens when it finally gets fulfilled. I worry about you.
You worry about me. You don't even know me.
No, but I've seen enough to be worried. This isn't a life. This is a puppet. You willingly go wrong, but she controls everything you do. That makes me worried.
Give me a
Because you do
persuasion
have a
check.
choice. So feel me now. Natural 20 for a 29.
That's right, you're old school charisma based.
Mm-hmm. That's why those wisdom saves were so hard.
You're like, yay! Verbal jousting, let's do this.
I will play to my strong suit, goddammit.
You see for what a brief moment something flicker behind her eyes. You're not quite sure if it means that she's processing what you're saying, or maybe it's a hint of doubt. But you see her hesitate for sure. Her eyes narrowing ever so slightly as she folds her arms in front of her and she goes, well, if I'm supposed to heal, I feel like you're the one that shouldn't be giving me that advice, since you and I are similar in that aspect. So how do you propose that we heal from this grudge?
Well, as you said, I'm in the same situation. There's nothing saying we can't figure it out together, but I feel like the first step is making a choice. We can choose to end the cycle of violence. We can choose to start letting ourselves heal instead of holding on. You know, I once read that hatred's like a poison. It infects everything. Maybe it's time to let it go.
So you suggest we both take a grudge that is hundreds of years in the making and just let it go like that?
No, it won't be that easy.
Then how to heal? You keep mentioning the healing, and that's what we need to do. I get that. But how?
One day at a time. Seeking help from those who might actually know.
So what, sip on tea and go to therapy?
Well, that sounds boring, but it might work. I mean, it doesn't mean you have to sit there and talk to someone. There's all kinds of other therapies. Hell, I've heard this
So-
humans have something called a... what they call it? Angry room? Mad room? Something like that, where they just go and break things. Let out all their frustrations.
Sounds like an insanity ward.
Does, doesn't it? But how is that any less insane than what we're doing now? Doing the same thing, we're just taking it out on people instead of objects.
But objects don't bleed. They don't feel
No.
the pain.
But why is that necessary? Why is it necessary that I feel the pain because of some man that I never knew? Because I share his genetics? That logic, you should pay for all the crimes your mother has done. I'm sure she's killed many.
Oh, I'm not saying she's not a saint. She is far from it.
I'm just saying you shouldn't have to pay for those things. If someone that she's killed wants revenge, it should be against her. It was a problem she created.
Again, family sticks together.
And you have to respect that. You have a lot more loyalty than she seems to have to you.
And what do you know of that? What has she shown that you've seen in the brief time that you've seen us both together to where she would not have that loyalty?
I saw it in your memories.
And what did you see exactly?
Saw a mother very much similar to mine, so obsessed with her mates that she shunted her own child to the side at times. Cared more about that need, her own needs, than yours.
Well, that's why I tried to be a pillar of strength for her then. As I'm sure you were for your mother. Since we seem to be so similar anyways. Same genetics and whatnot.
I don't think that's what makes us similar.
Then what does?
We've just gone through similar situations. They might be from opposite ends, but that might be where our similarities lie. Like I said, I just think it's time to move on from this. What's going to happen, say we hold this grudge for another hundreds of years? What's the point? What do we get out of it in the end?
Satisfaction when someone wins.
Are you really going to be satisfied, though? So then you're going to have all this hangrid, this hatred, this grudge, and no one to direct it at.
I don't know until I try.
Is that how you want to live your life? I have yet in this conversation to hear what you want out of life.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from you, please?
Okay. 21?
21? Okay. You start to feel that headache come on again. As it starts pulsing a little bit harsher into your mind. And when you look up, you actually see the same reaction from Sarima, as you can see her holding her head, wincing in pain. As you both sort of share the same experience, before she looks back at you and goes, "What are you doing?"
That's not me. If I had to guess, I would assume maybe another Asari is trying to break in. Which actually leads me to my next question that came up. If you decided to live your own life, to go and heal, would your mother even let you? Or would she try to dominate you like she did the others? I'm sure you're strong.
I am
As you
strong.
said, and she gets a thrill of dominating strong people.
She has yet to try to control me in that way.
You have yet to try to make your own decisions.
Another wisdom saving throw.
Ugh, 16.
Okay. Awful. Okay. So that pain pulses once more in your brain, much, much harsher this time, as you both scream out in pain, as it feels like someone is taking a knife and just twisting it within, as you can feel something just pulling at your brain, basically starting from the front and just tearing it to the back, to the point to where the light becomes too much. Your vision gets blurred, only the sounds, strange high-pitched hum of muffled screams between yours and Sarima's, before you feel this pain almost scrunch up in the back of your head. And it almost feels like someone takes it and yanks you back. As you suddenly come to. As both you and Sarima slowly come to consciousness. Both still on the floor in that same room as before. As you feel pain on your cheek. Almost as if you were hit recently. And when you look over at Sarima, you see that Ardak Yakshi holding on to her, pulling her back, as she looks at you and goes, "Trying to change my daughter, are we? That will never happen. Know your place, child." So that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thanks for joining us for this crazy drama that is Mass Effect Horizon. Oh my god, what is this over here? Brock is wearing armor. Oh my god. Oh, the art that could come from that would just be crazy.
Look, anything is armor as long as you're not a coward.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We are not the only show on this channel. Monday nights we have our Destiny Forge Campaign 3 that is running, where we have Rojin going ahead and having us go through the Vampire Isles right now, which is going to be exciting once we continue that. It'll be really fun. And then on Tuesdays, which I think for a tested time until further notice, we're going to try to do weekly. So next Tuesday, we will have our Star Wars 5e Tales from the Outer Rim on this upcoming Tuesday, where Tillbot will be running everyone through space known as the Star Wars universe. Then we have our 2 alternating shows on Thursday. We have this show, Mass Effect Horizons, run by me, causing pain, trauma, and drama. Lots of drama. And body armor. Literally. Body with armor. And then our alternating Thursdays, we have our Tricorn Isles, run by Rojin, where things are being set in the future now, as we will do the next episode, but the first episode of this time skip that we're doing 40 years into the future after the events of the first one. So new characters, who dis, very excited about it. And then we have our alternating Saturday shows. We have Wayward Wanderers, run by Azrin, which is our Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign. A bunch of circus peeps go around trying to make sure that doors do not stay on their hinges and everything's on fire. And then we have our alternating show, our Withered Waste show, where just like with Tricorn, kind of doing a different direction with it, where we are all thirsty bitches. And I'm sorry, Rojin, who has to run us through that. Where we do have a very special episode this Saturday, since it is Extra Life Day. We are doing a 7-hour stream. So normally we stream at noon PST, but we are doing 10 o'clock in the morning. So grab your coffee, grab your waffles, put on your slippers, as we are doing a 7-hour stream for it. Maybe slightly longer, depends on how everyone feels, but we're totally going to pack the snacks to prep for it. And of course, Extra Life donations will be doubled that day as well. So we'll see how the thirsty group progresses in that story.
It's only going to get worse.
It is. It is, and we do it to ourselves, so I'm so sorry.
We didn't intend on being thirsty.
No.
It just kind of happened.
Look,
What?
I've just come to accept that the 2 things are going to happen in my campaigns. You're going to get hungry anytime food is mentioned, and you're going to get thirsty anytime a new NPC is introduced.
Look, it's
I
not
mean-
our fault he's so hot.
Come on, what do you expect when the guy like pins me against his desk and calls me bait?
Yes.
Or leans in really close and smells me. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
what do I smell like?
And his hot dragonborn.
Yeah. So, yeah. It was a booty trap. You've heard of a booby trap? This is a booty trap. And then we have our last Saturday of every month show known as Would Be Heroes, which is our kids on bikes 90s X-Men mutant kind of themed game where Rojin deals with a bunch of teenagers learning to use their abilities. So yeah, that'll be the last Saturday of every month. But the first Saturday every month is also our Behold Lore, which we still need to squeeze in Raven for that last bit for Destiny Forge epilogue. So once we're able to put together a time, we will go ahead and announce that when it is. But yes, we do post everything on our YouTube channel. If you ever miss anything or want to rewatch stuff, all of our shenanigans are on there. Otherwise, yeah, we will see you guys on Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, PST, for the lovely long stream of Withered Wastes. So until then, guys, you have a lovely rest of your week. Take care.
Set your alarms, you night owls.
I refuse.